Did we just become best friends? Hello! Sorry. Hi, guys. Hello. How are we? Good evening. I hope we are doing well. I'm just I'm a little smidgen late, but I hope we're doing well. Glitch, are you not streaming right now, dude? Hi, Do It. Hi, Jess. Hi, Gail. Hi, lady. How you guys doing? I'm also really tired. I have not had a chance to nap. So I'm also real fucking tired. I am going to try and get through this as much as we can. Oh my god, as if Pink Pony Club has just come on now. That's fucking outrageous behavior. That's absolutely outrageous behavior. Yeah, we're going to just lock straight in, guys, okay? That could get fucked. Also, Nepsy, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome.
Phenomenal. Hanging out with you and everybody else here. You're going to go over it, obviously, but man, $500,000 in the line of the midseason. Holy crap.
Are you kidding me? And the production value. Did you see what we just looked at on the stage? Well, there's going to be a lot of familiar faces you may have saw some right there with the teams that you've been supporting, the players that you are interested in, playing the heroes that you like. But there are going to be even more.
What's happening right now is this is the first LAN that Marvel Rivals has put on. This is the first proper offline tournament.
To August 10th to see all of the action. Speaking of familiar faces,
I think it's because it's like double tripling. Hang on.
Favorite streamers locked in, actually right up there above us, keeping their eyes on their stream.
Is that better?
On the action right here.
I think that should be all right, guys. Right? I don't know what's going on with my audio. Sorry. So this is the LAN. This is day one. We're doing playoffs right now. So this is how it's going to work. What the fuck is this? Hello? No, I don't know. Sorry. So we're doing playing stage right now, where we're going to have 5 series today, I believe. And then the winners of these 5 series then qualify for the main stage, which is starting tomorrow. So for the next 4 days up until Sunday, we are going to be watching every single series of Marvel Rivals in this competition. These are all best of 3s today. I thought this was starting tomorrow, which is why I haven't slept, because I fucked up. And I thought, I thought I was going to have a day to kind of get my sleep pattern in order. But I fucking don't. So we're just going to launch straight in. I might not do all of the series today. I might, if I'm too tired, because I've been streaming all day as well, then I will call it early today, because tomorrow is the main stage, and that's the most important part. So I hope that makes sense to you all. I don't know. I don't believe I've got any clean feed or anything for this one. Or at least I haven't been told that there's a clean feed. Just make sure you guys are kind of sticking around. You obviously don't have to have it up. Do I have drops on right now, by the way, guys? Sort of a short break while the new season kind of drops in. Man, we are both pumped for the new hero. I should have exclusive drops on right now. And I'm just waiting to find out about clean feed. Hi, Stella. I'm confused. I just watched a repeat of Nick explaining playoffs. What do you mean a repeat, lady? This is not a repeat stream. I'm live right now. I can speak to you. This is not a rerun or anything. This is... I'm here. How you doing, Do It? You okay? How are you, Gail? Jess, I hope you're doing well. Am I on lounge? I don't think I can see drops. It might there might be a little bit of a delay, but I should have drops on right now. Yeah. Cool. So first play-in games are between Gen.G and Envy. Now these are two of the teams that I did not watch, so I actually do not know anything about these players. I don't know like who the strong players are, what they like to play, what the meta's gonna be. So we're gonna learn as we go. Oh, you meant it glitched back. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm expecting. Don't worry, guys. Listen, I know this is like 3 a.m. for most people, or if you're in the US, probably like 10 at night. So listen, I don't expect all of you to be here all the time for this. The timing is weird because it's based in China, so it's a little bit tricky for my time. Because it's 3 a.m. for me right now, so I basically have to just like flip-flop my entire schedule for the next 4 days to try and stay awake. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna be fucking dead in the water after this, I'm sure, so I should be able to sleep throughout the whole day, at least until tomorrow's main stage. Oh, that's the hope. So that's why I'm gonna try and stay awake right now, because if I can stay awake throughout this whole thing, it should help me reset my sleep schedule a little bit.
Because of the fact that they are very confident in themselves usually, right? When they are at their best, when we see people like cow popping,
hence why I've just downed that.
We already know the consistency of
9 p.m. for me. Oh, for you guys, this is early evening. This is fucking great for you then. But this is only the beginning, so this is likely, if we were to play this till the end, this would be 8 hours. I'm probably looking around midday if I tried to do all of it. So we'll see. As I said, today's games are kind of the least important of the LANs, so I don't mind it as much.
Yeah, I mean, just a really strong flyer, and Cal, like you said, hit scan. They've got Kaluge on tank.
I'm on the patio with my Edison lights.
I could mention everybody.
Oh, fucking rocking. Love that for you, dude. That sounds very peaceful, I'm not going to lie. Sleep streams? Oh, no. I would never sleep on stream, to be honest, lady. Mainly because I'm incredibly fidgety, and like, I don't like the idea of being on camera not knowing what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? Or like compromised in that kind of way. Fuck, I mean, I have no idea what I do in my sleep. I just know I move around a lot, so like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because you bring up like different casters in different regions. The passion that each caster has for the region, it's so funny. It is exactly what you'd expect. Everyone wants their region to do well. I know that we're all pushing for somebody from our region to
I'm trying to balance this audio, so let me know if this is way too loud, because it's quite quiet for me.
Get out of here, go home. No, I think with Gen.G though, the thing is that
so do let me know if it's too loud.
It's just, you can't ever doubt the Korean teams, right?
Did you start Pokemon stuff in chat? I did. I joined the Pokemon community game because a lot of people really like it apparently, and it's not too invasive, So I don't think it's that bad comparatively.
We know that Gen.G has some of those guys. We know people like, everybody talks about OUG. A lot of these guys are very experienced in the hero shooter genre. So coming over to Marvel Rivals, they've kind of made that transition. It's a matter of, does the region of Korea have those strong, talented players that are veterans of the scene, or maybe even up-and-coming talent that are now starting to pop off that are highly mechanically skilled?
Yeah, and I think one thing that draws is not only is those Rivals, you can tell the passion of the devs, right? With the constant hero changes, hero additions, the changes, the balance patches. So the game gets a lot of love, but outside of that, just look at things like this. We are here in China with the most insane production.
I roll around like crazy in my sleep. Oh, I do.
Everyone wants to get in here and make a name for themselves.
I do.
A lot of that talent is making the
I move a lot.
But you're right. I mean, we just haven't really seen them.
So the first game should be we should be starting in about 15 minutes, I believe, for the first game. Oh, for the first series.
yeah, absolutely, and that's the a great point.
Nick, I played a bronze match on Rivals and carried. I got a screenshot of the leaderboard progression. Love that. Love it. Love it.
That's what everybody remembers, right?
My mom gets aggressive in her sleep. The video of my mom screaming in a cupboard. I think, I mean, I guess you guys know this about me already because I talk about it all the time, but I really struggle to get to sleep. I have a really hard time with it, so if I have to do it anywhere else that isn't like even remotely comfortable, I have to be exhausted.
It's nerve-wracking. You don't want to come all the way out here.
No worries, dude. Much loves.
Right, so
enjoy your eve. Hopefully, I'll be here.
Coming in here day one, being on the big stage, literally on the big stage in front of eyes, it adds a whole nother level of pressure, and that's why we have seen some of these teams falter when it comes to being like, you know, in these high intensity.
Yeah, these play-in games between these 4 teams. It's 2 of them are going home day one. So we're already losing 2, and there is $500,000 on the line. The winner taking home $160,000, the winning team.
What would you do if you had $160K in the bank right now?
I don't even know.
It's big money. This is some big money on the line.
I mean, that is insane. We're in a mid-season final, $160K for the winner, and it's not like it's all put on the winner. $500K prize pool here. Second place gets 80, third gets 60.
Is the volume okay for you guys?
Yeah. And it goes all the way down to 20K in 10th. So everybody finding a little bit of value, and you get the experience of being here.
Yeah, I mean, that's we know how
crazy work.
The fact that we saw both Rad and Citadel sign their rosters.
Same as sucks. Not being able to get to sleep. Yeah.
Like you said, so any esports watching on the outside, I imagine, is going to look at this tournament and is going to want it.
Yeah, 100%. I couldn't agree more. As we look here into the play-in stages, we got
I mean, feel free, lady. I'm not going to look at it right now, probably, depending on if the game's about to start, but feel free to pop it in the Discord for sure.
We'll have a loser's bracket side and an upper bracket. Remember, 2 teams going home today. If you lose that first game of the loser's bracket, you will be out. So a lot on the line. Best of 3. Everybody's tension, everybody's nerves through the roof. I can't believe it.
Dude, I can't either, man. We got and later on, obviously, to see if those teams go home. We got the first 2 matches. We got Mello and we got Liger in the backside ready to go.
So yeah, this is what we're gonna oh shit, I just missed all of it. Cool.
I don't know, man. The full schedule today, obviously match number 1, like you said, Shib, Genji and Envy will be bringing you guys.
I'm 7 hours behind the time that it's showing there, so yeah, it's gonna be a little toughy today if we manage to make it through all of them.
Sure.
It depends. They're BO3, so like it could be way faster, but when it's a LAN, they tend to be like quite strict about their schedules, so they probably will stick to these times, I would imagine, more so than the online.
It's not fair to really call that out. As we talk about insane talent.
Oh yeah,
right here.
And I got this. I'll talk about them real quick because on the opposite side, I'm taking the even though Envy, we've heard behind the scenes are so good.
So Genji, I've not seen play because I did not. I only followed the EMEA in Americas. I didn't get to see any of Asia. And I didn't get to see any of the China games either. So there's quite a few teams here that I've never seen before.
We got Snake, we got Brownie, we got Zune, right? This whole team is full of
That's okay, Cat. Thank you.
Players that are
would I put the video? Put it in Pics and Vids.
Versus
There's a Pics and Vids channel.
Same thing with a team that's not even here in Crazy Raccoon, another team that people thought was going to make it over even teams like Reject. So the fact that they're here right now is a testament to how good Genji is.
Envy, I do know, actually. That's a lie. Sorry, I do know Envy.
Because they're so talented, because of how strong the Korean region is.
Spee is a crazy flyer player. He plays an incredible Storm. Probably going to see him default to Storm, Human Torch. Kaluge is arguably one of the best tanks in the world.
Something like Ultron Window, one of the strongest vanguards we've seen in the game, right alongside Kaluge. I mean, I can't.
Yeah, these two as a tank pairing are absolutely terrifying.
As well, we mentioned that before on the flyer side and Cal on the hit scan side, coming in and clutching up in the last tournament and saying things along the lines of, you know,
they've got some work to do though if they want to make it. They've got to make it through some pretty hefty teams.
And started popping off.
Yeah, I mean that was the kind of the trajectory that they've taken from then. Like you said, it started popping off the whole team. That's kind of the story of it, right? Is the fact that you know, we already talked about how consistent Speedily is. We already talked about how good Kaluge is. Speedery, sorry. By the way, Speedery, we talked to him at the hotel, man. I said, dude, change your name back to Speedily. He said no. He said, screw you, bro. He said that's the whole reason he did it, because he started laughing at me. He's like,
sorry, I'm trying to see if there's a way that I can, because it's the stream's quite quiet for me. But if I turn it up any more, then it's going to be way louder than I am.
So is Cal, right? We talked about how before this tournament, Cal's even talked about it.
So I don't know.
I was kind of doing bad, right? He realized that.
Oh, I know what I can do.
Internal look and kind of realized that he needed to sort of step it up. And by God, everything we've heard, he's
Chat,
stepped it up.
Yeah, and that's the fun thing, right? You like the I want the ball coach mentality where you maybe get put on the bench.
So let me know, is this a good volume for you guys? Can you hear me like well over the game, or well over the stream right now? Or should I turn it down a little more?
MVPs just looked incredible out there on Hitscan.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we'll see who kind of wins this first one. We're going to be going to the first map here. It looks like Shipskis.
Yes.
The new map that came out with Phoenix.
Yeah, it's going to be another one of those sides of the Symbiote. It's going to be Clintar is what it is called. It's another domination mode. I personally like this map a lot of off angles, a lot of height, right?
Yeah,
especially,
I can do it this way.
It's
Got it.
a level-focused map where points can be down below.
Perfect.
A lot of
Okay,
height
great.
Angles. There's a lot of flank angles, so you can see some dive, you can see some poke.
I've just turned it up a little bit for me individually, just so I can hear the game well enough.
You're wondering, like you talked about earlier, right?
Sure.
When we get into the series.
The defense, right? We saw one of the teams is actually going to be over to attack.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how the meta's evolved since we watched the Ignite tournament.
Those angles on those points on domination.
So for those of you who didn't watch the Ignite week 1 with me,
we talked about this yesterday.
not week 1, season 1.
You're playing a third-person, shooter. At some point, you want to make sure that your
What they're talking about?
is so you can peek to the right side, and if you have that advantage, depending on
Oh, this is interesting what they're talking about actually. We talked about this the other day.
And not expose yourself.
Yep. And maybe on this as well, that's why it's so important, is because if you can win that first fight.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, we talked about this the other day when we were talking about aim, and because of the 3D model, because of the third-person angle of the model, you have to aim more towards the right-hand side to be able to hit consistently.
When we watch the pro players, even like good Wolverine players, we were watching.
But yeah, I'm really interested to see how the meta's changed.
Kind of look at everything
crazy
for this tournament. I mean, this is.
I wonder if we still see a lot of Johnny Storm, Punishers. I'm sure Mag Emma will still be very high tank prios. Strange, Luna Loki probably still going to be very, very high prio.
I mean, you mentioned the first point. We were talking a little bit there.
Cap, I think, will be very high prio as well. Thing's probably gone up in prio. So, yeah, I'm very interested to see what we get. This is Season 3 that we're playing on, by the way. The entire tournament's going to be played on 3.1 patch, not on Season 3.5. As 3.5 comes in on Friday, midway through this tournament, but they're going to remain on 3.1 for competitive integrity and stuff. Of course. Hi, Ro. How are you?
And they know exactly what we're doing. We'll try to call that out when we see that today.
Absolutely, and we're going to go back and check out all these players. So we got Snake.
Yeah, I imagine we'll see a lot of triple support. We'll see a lot of res comps as well still. I would imagine.
Where they can kind of look over and kind of see where the player they need to kind of be in position is. That's kind of a land difference. This is the first time we're seeing.
I don't know these players, so I'm really interested to see what they can bring. But
the official stage. So the fact that we have
apparently the Gen G are pretty good.
That you can kind of do. You can see, rotationally what to do. Kind of look over to your teammate sometimes and kind of figure out something. Make sure they're checking the right sort of play there. So there's a lot of sort of moments like that kind of matter at the land stages. We're getting used to it, right? We know that these Gen G guys are so good. We talked to Krusty behind the scenes.
Oh, Hulk as well. Hulk
Namor. How good these guys are.
Yeah, we're probably going to see a lot of Hulk Namor.
At least officially casting over these guys. So it's going to be so much fun.
Ultron and Mantis is an interesting mix.
So much fun. So much
fun.
Yeah, I do think land experience is something that
yeah, I mean, we saw quite a bit of Mantis towards the back end of Season 1. But, there has been a lot of balancing since then. So, but we did see quite a lot of Mantis in a triple support strat. Because it's really interesting, and this is why I love watching esports sometimes, why I love watching pro. Because mini metas evolve within the tournament itself, right? So in the season 1 tournament, there was a lot of Punishers, so that then got countered with a lot of Mag, and the Punishers were struggling a little bit. So then a lot of people started playing Johnny Storm because Punisher was getting banned out, and obviously with Punisher out the way, Johnny is really solid. So then Johnny Storms kind of started coming out, and then obviously to counter the Flyers and the Johnny Storms and the Storms themselves, then picks like Mantis and stuff started to come out to try and help deal with the Flyers. So this kind of midi meta is going to evolve as people figure out what's good. They'll have been scrimming for sure, these teams, but they might not have played some of these teams, so they might get surprised by like some crazy picks, and then they're like, oh shit, that's really good, we should try and do that ourselves, and then it develops this like crazy mini meta, which I'm looking forward to talking about and exploring over the next few days. I'm kind of glad that this is only like 4 days long, to be honest, because the season 1 we did that over like 3 or 4 weeks, and it was a lot of Marvel Rivals we watched. It was a lot. I would imagine Wolvie will be permaban. BP probably not, Raul, to be honest, because BP is strong, but teams at this level know how to deal with the BP. And I'm much better at, because the thing with BP is, yes, you can kill people very fast and you can burst them, obviously, but teams at this level are very good at healing and working together to minimize that effectiveness of a BP. And I think there's a lot more ways to deal with that than there is a Wolverine at this level. If Wolverine gets through, I would expect to see some like invis, because invis is a pretty much direct counter to Wolverine. You can just push him away as soon as he kidnaps to keep the tank safe. We'll probably see some mags and things, maybe. So yeah, I mean, this is series 1, man. I honestly have no clue what we're going to be seeing. I don't know if it's going to be... I've not been watching a lot of Pro the last few weeks, so I don't know what people are playing right now. But I'm looking forward to watching it with you. Wolverine is probably insta-ban. I would imagine Wolverine is insta-ban.
Taking everything in, right?
There's a way you can see rewards for different levels of comp in Rivals. Yeah, if you right-click on the little bit that says competitive, the little window where you choose, if you right-click on there, it should say rules, and you just go to rules. And it'll show you there.
Ice in your veins, sort of, that we've seen out of Cal in the official tournaments online, right? We remember him, how good he can be whenever he pops the hell off, right?
I can already feel my eyes being quite heavy, so I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't think we're lasting the whole 8 hours here, but I will try and last as long as I can.
You know, what do you do when S hits the fan? Yeah, right. What do you do when things gets real in the moment?
The stage and production though looks sick as fuck, no?
Can you figure it out? If things are getting crazy, can your team lock in, or is it a panic blame fest, right? That becomes tricky, and we talk about a lot. Teams that are very close become family. Family
is this the full venue for main stage as well, or is this just play? Are they? What I don't know actually is it a separate venue for main stage?
And even Genji have played together a lot, and that helps, right?
It would be a bit weird if it is, because this feels like a lot of setup for just 5 series. So I would imagine it's all taking place in here, but is this like a big stadium? I'd be a bit disappointed if it's like a very small crowd for the first LAN. With this much money on the line, I want to see some vibes.
And same thing with the side of Envy.
This feels more like a, I don't know, like a League of Legends normal season game, right?
Really good players like we saw with Techie. A lot of these teams that have young talent like Month as well that haven't really competed on a stage so far. I mean, do you have any takes?
Let's see. Hopefully, we should be getting into the first pick bans very soon.
Nerves or anything like that, or what do you think?
Sure. So nerves are definitely a factor. I've seen some nerves from them.
I think.
You know, this is the time where we
the first game is due to start now, so there might be some little issues.
I know there's some big, players across the board, even from some of these teams we're going to discuss today, that are very strong.
So, I'm also keeping an eye on.
They were not able to do so. So we'll see what they do here. I mean, I know Month is very strong. I know he's an incredible backline strategist. The key with strategists is just not making mistakes. It's not necessarily about making.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the Discord to see if
sure that you use your abilities at the most critical times that you possibly can. And that is a little bit tricky.
I can get a clean feed here.
That's a great point, because I think Marvel Rivals, from everything we've talked about, is a macro game, right? It's a matter of, mechanically, you have to sort of play at a high level.
Okay, I do have drops. Dope. So if you guys don't have the drops yet, just refresh the stream and you should be able to have drops now.
In this game, there's a lot of neutral game one-shots, right? There's nothing.
So it's the Star-Lord skin.
Originally, that was how Delena 400 Thieves kind of got his name when he was back.
And you get, there's a bunch of banners and stuff, and a bunch of sprays and stuff that you get throughout all of these 3 days. So
absolutely insane. That doesn't really happen as much anymore. It's the neutral.
Make sure you give it a quick refresh for that.
People have gotten so good they don't really falter. They don't get KO'd in these sort of big situations anymore. Everybody sort of stays together as a unit. So we talk to like Trust Me and stuff. It's more about ultimates, right? Yeah. But when we're on the main stage, that's what that's in my opinion the craziest thing, Shib.
I think we'll be seeing a lot of Emma bans. Emma was pretty much first pick ban, along with Mag for most of Season 1. As in most of Marvel Rivals Ignite Season 1.
The effect of being on stage, making mistakes, right? It's definitely going to happen, I think. And
so I would still, even though Emma's been nerfed since, I still think, because the thing about Emma is she's kind of an anti-tank tank in a lot of ways. She makes it very difficult for tanks to play into, because you have to think about how the game is played, right? So often, you're two teams banging into each other. So the front lines are just like either wet noodling each other or they're pummeling each other on the front side. Emma makes that really difficult to space properly, because if you get too close, she's just going to pop a form, grab you, and kick you back into your team. In the same way that you get repositioned by Winter Soldier or a Wolverine. It's a very similar thing, but she offers so much tanking with that. And a lot of consistent damage with her beam. And she's got great team fight winning ult as well. She kind of gives you everything that you need as a tank. You can initiate, you can counter, you can tank, you can reposition. You know, she's very, very strong. It's why she's my kind of go-to and why we're seeing her banned so much at the moment. She's also great anti-dive, you know, for anyone who wants to play these like Iron Fist or BPs. BP is a little harder because it's harder to catch him because he just dashes so fast. But she offers like a guaranteed kind of stun into kill for most divers if you do it right, or at least heavy enough damage to get them out of the out of your way, you know. And you could take a thing, for example, to do the same, to do that, but then the thing doesn't have the same damage absorption, the same like shielding as well that Emma can give you. When they know that they can find value, or at least in their head, they know they can find value. So yeah, it is very much about playing. Yeah, good Emmas are terrifying, and there are some crazy Emma players in these lobbies. Let me tell you.
You know, a bit of a setup still. So like, there's guys. It's a LAN event. This is the first time we're going to be in person, and you know, there's always something on stage where you know you got to figure out, you know, what the timings. You know, got to figure out, you know,
there's going to be tech issues and stuff.
Like so. You know, I'm sure they're just setting up on stage. I know that people always get antsy, especially late at night in the West.
It's also that's also a really good point. Like maybe less for right now in the play-ins, but definitely for the main stage from tomorrow, the main stage games. Man, nerves are probably going to affect a lot of players because there's going to be a lot of these players that have never played a LAN before in front of a crowd. If you've got hundreds or thousands of people like creating this crazy atmosphere and like yelling and shouting with the crazy plays and shit, those nerves are real, man. Just think about, do you guys ever get it where you're in a really tense, if you're in like a really tense, important game, like it's like a rank up game or something, and it's like super fucking intense, and you know, it's like OT fights, it's win or lose. Do you guys get like a little nervy and a little shaky in those moments? I do sometimes on stream, you know, especially if I've got like hundreds of people in here, you know, if like I've got a big raid or something and there's loads of new people, or you know, a big streamer or something is in there, then you know, obviously nerves sometimes do hit you. As like in between, sort of like you see him back there. Having ADHD and social anxiety, I would not be able to LAN. He's always worked with, it makes it tough, and I think that's what really separates like the cream of the crop pro players is how you deal with pressure. Can you still maintain your form consistently under pressure? Because anyone can play incredible in the comfort of their own home, right?
greatest player in the game.
At your own setup, in your own comfort, in your trackies, you know.
I mean, it was always
anyone can do that. But doing that on LAN,
that's how you know you're a good coach.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's a whole different story. That's a whole different ball game, homies.
Stable voice for sure, and somebody that can manage those personalities, like we said, like we saw with Citadel Gaming with Sala. He's that sort of guy too. He's like making sure that everybody's relaxed and in the moment, because it's so hard. We don't talk about how difficult these games are. We can talk about that later, just sort of as a player, how much work you have to do. The fact that there's so many changes between patch notes and stuff like that.
That is true.
But back to the sort of Krusty. I mean, that guy, like you said, he is that sort of general manager type guy too, where he wants to craft these teams and make a good Gen G roster that can win at this tournament. He said that they are very confident in doing that.
Yeah, and I know,
Hi, Poutine.
Personality development.
How are you, lovely?
Earth is something you need as a coach. You need to be considered a friend, someone that you can open up to. And like I said, we get back to the family conversation.
Yeah.
You need to be able to have that tough conversation with the player, with the coach, to make sure you're actually getting to a real solution.
Okay, I think I've got the overlay on.
Through the noise, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I do.
He has different styles too. That's the cool part. Like Krusty said, like he wants to sort of build the roster as well. Like he sort of came in last second to sort of help Gen G out and make sure that they can kind of be set.
The only LANs I really watch are CS:GO LANs.
But he's also a guy that's very
yeah, CS:GO's fucking manic. I've been to a couple. I've been to a couple of CS:GO LANs, like in person, and it's an incredible atmosphere. It's unreal.
So he's a guy that scouts really, really well. Besides,
I don't like being pursued, so I need a hidden spot. That's totally fair.
One thing that Rival does great, you know, it sounds like a
What's up, Peter? Will you be missed? You mean if I die, will I be missed?
That you are a player that can play at this level, and we saw two teams actually.
I like to think so.
In stage 2, that were placed 1 and 2 in the last.
Weird first question to come in. Sure. It's super late for. Yeah, it's about 2:30 in the morning for me, Poutine. Yeah. I also have not slept.
If I just had the opportunity, you have the opportunity.
Because I thought that the games weren't starting until tomorrow, so I thought I'd have a full day to reset my sleep schedule. And I then realized while I was streaming today that actually it starts today. So I'm a little bit fucked. I will see. You'll see what, Peter? I don't know what you're getting at. What's up, Saeed? How are you?
One of those pro players trying to get
the best thing about CS:GO LANs is the whole last community comes together. Yeah. I mean, CS:GO is still probably the most, maybe League of Legends, but yeah, CS:GO esports is insane to watch. Even if you don't really play CS, the atmosphere and stuff of it is fucking mental. So I think this is why this is such an important. This is such an important step for Rivals to get right, because this is their first esports tournament. The game's been out like 6 or 7 months, right? So if they really need to put on a really good show here, I think, to kick off the interest, you know?
That felt bad. So after that, that's what.
You look amazing for the middle of the night. I don't know if you can see the bag starting under my eyes, but my eyes are heavy. Like I can start to feel them already.
It's step by step, but it's like these.
I'm good. What are you watching right now? Yeah. This is the LAN tourney side. If you remember the If you remember the last watch party that we were doing, the online tournament, this is the offline. This is their first LAN. But it is happening in China, unfortunately for me. So, I mean, time zone-wise, it fucks me even harder this time. But we'll be fine. It's only 4 days this time.
Let's loop it back here because I want to talk real quick about Gen G. I know Gen G is one of those teams that is not afraid to pull out different compositions, not 2-2-2.
And I promise, chat, I will try my hardest not to judge the casters too hard. And try not to be a little bit try not to be mad at the fact that I'm not there with them doing it. But we'll keep the jealousy to ourselves for now.
These teams are, especially Gen G, that unique play, like if you don't scrim against stuff like that often, it is going to cause problems because it's almost difficult. Once you get used to meta, you're playing against the meta and you scrim against the meta, things that are even
China's where the devs of Rivals are. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised it's in China at all,
That's the point as well, Shib, that you bring that up, because from what we've heard behind the scenes,
I would be very. I
every
think
team has their own sort of
they will
style.
definitely
Some
look
teams are
to do
trying
European
adapt.
lands for
We
sure,
heard about teams kind of
or
adapting to
American
NBA's
lands.
fan base, which maybe we'll see later on. But that's
They might
the-
like
the
rotate it
difference of
round
opinion
between
is sort of
seasons.
changing behind every single team. Every region has
They're
their
doing
own
it.
specific
The
thing
way
they're
that they're
very
running
good
their
at. That's what we're
esports
gonna see today. It's
is
like a matter of how
kind
many
of very
goals
similar
do
to
you
League
have. That's what we saw in North
in a
American
lot of
region
ways.
is
So
the
they're
team
doing
in
this like
terms of
season
Sentinels, the
one,
reason
which
they
is
won, the reason they got the first seed,
what
sure
we
had
what
the
we watched
lowest
before.
amount of holes. You know, we saw
Then they're
target
doing
man
this
towards Crimzo, making sure that every Vanguard was
mid-season
gone.
finals, which
They
is what we're
adapted, they
watching right
overcame
now,
that, and then they
which
still
is
won, got
equivalent
that
to
first seed, over
MSI.
100
It's like
teams.
League
Yeah, that
MSI,
is a
right?
strategy, right?
If you
Like,
watch
we'll
League
see some of
esports,
that in this tournament.
then they're
We'll
going to
see
do season
Vanguard
2,
lockouts,
so we're
we'll
going
see
to get another
strategists play
season
and
of
full
like
strategy
online
lockouts
tournament.
follows. Yeah, strategist lockouts
And then they're
follows.
doing
And,
an end of the
you know,
year
we talk about
tournament, which I
compositions,
can't
but
remember what
it's
they're
more fun
calling
if
it.
you just see it. But some of
The end of the
bans
year
that we've
one.
seen Gen.G in the past, they are very consistent on bans. We talk about how maybe Envy does some more.
They haven't
deep
said
bans. It
yet,
seems like it's
but they're going to do like an
most
end of year
consistent
tournament, kind of like
decisions. It's not gonna
Worlds,
happen, but
you know. So
Caster Curse, but
it's going to be very similar to a League format throughout the year.
I know they really like running Capcom, so maybe we'll see Envy try to take that off the playing field.
Europe
but then
compared to
they
US
resort
is crazy in
they go to
com.
something like,
Well, yeah, we
Holy
actually
Basketball
did a
Specials.
Q&A
Throw
with
the Wolverine out,
Knuten.
so maybe we'll see that.
For those of you, it's just got up on my YouTube, so go and check it out. Knuten is the number one. He was the number one heller in the world. He's was the number one DPS player in the world. Phenomenal player. And we were talking about it, and he said he expects EU to. He thinks EU is way better than any other region right now, so they expect EU to kind of dominate this a little bit. What's up, Harper? Vivid Bliss. Okay, I'm not sure what you're trying to tell me, but I hope you're well. What's up, Kit Kat? Thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well.
There's so much
Welcome in.
pressure, I think, for these players today than anybody later on in the tournament that's already, qualified for the top 8.
Yeah, and I think when you are in domination,
I think there's some tech issues happening right now, which is why these two are having a vamp a little bit. Oh, Jesus. I can hear things. Kenzie, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Sorry, I was getting double audio right there. How we doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome in. If you guys have not been here before, hello. I'm Nick. Eric, thank you for the follow on TikTok. I appreciate it very much. I'm a UK-based rival streamer, so I'm not normally live at this time, ever. But we are watch partying the first Marvel Rivals LAN tournament. So if you're interested in Rivals, this is definitely the place to be right now. Kenzie, how was your stream? What were you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. I really, really appreciate it. I was going to sleep, but it's already nearly 4 a.m. That's what I like to hear, Saeed. That's what I like to hear. It's good. What we doing? Did we? Pretty sure I follow you.
Did we just become best friends?
Elia, thank you so much for the follow. Do I not follow you, Kenzie? What the fuck? Oh, I'm so sorry. I do now. Ellie, I'm assuming it's Ellie. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I was playing some Marvel Rivals comp and I crashed out. That's so real. That's so real. Sometimes you just need a break from Rivals comp, don't you? I hate what the youth have become. What is happening in my TikTok chat? Why are people saying just really random weird shit?
The Chinese region as well. So right now, Shib, Envy, and Gen.G is starting out.
Nick, won't lie, that's me. Oh, is it? Oh, gotcha. No worries. Right, let's get into it, guys. This is game number 1. Kenzie, thank you so much for the raid. We're going to lock in because this is game number 1, so we're going to watch fight and cast this a little bit. I hope that's all right. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please feel free to say hi if you want, but otherwise feel free to just lurk, all right? If the game's too loud as well, let me know.
For the side of Brownie on Gen.G, XE gonna keep this space and just try to burn some of these walls. Remember, Wolverine can actually get charge off of attacking those walls. Kaluge, though,
all right.
Make that two is fun.
So I told you Kaluge is going to be a monster. Kaluge is considered one of the best tanks in America in NA. He is a monster. I told you Spee was going to go for this storm as well. And really early push from Envy. We're seeing the Phoenix.
for the upcoming fight.
I wish we'd have seen the draft. I guess we missed the draft with all of the tech issues going on. But it looks like Genji banned Mantis, Torch, Cap, Loki, and Envy banned Psylocke, Adam, Luna, and Johnny. I did say expect a lot of prio on Johnny Storm. I think he is still an absolute monster of a hero. So Envy are getting a good amount of percentage. And we see the Winter Soldier playing into the Groot. I imagine that's to try and pull the Groot off. The repositioning is really, really strong. Loki Lamp is down, but immediately Brownie gets him with that Phoenix. Oh my god, they're actually taking it. Brownie just went fucking bananas. Oh my god. Hi, Gigs. You're the detective. You're hilarious. Thanks, Beard. Has someone told people to come into my TikTok live and just say random stuff? Because
it happened with the Winter Soldier and stuff. So honestly,
I'm gold 1, trying to get to plat. Let's get definitely getting stuck in losers queue. Oh, don't even start me on the matchmaking, Kens. Who do you like to play? Oh. We hate a pause.
Bro was AFK, Shipskis. He was AFK. My goodness. I mean, obviously we don't want to talk about it too much, but you know the fact that
yeah, what are the heroes you like to play?
60% on the board.
I can't believe you just came in here with Lizard as well, Googs. Come on now.
I mean, what's your overall thoughts from that first beginning bit, right? Both teams like going Phoenix. We obviously sort of skipped past the ban phase. I mean, obviously,
no Worldman is crazy. Well, I'm guessing, again, we didn't see the draft, so I don't know how the draft played out, annoyingly. But I would imagine it was because of the healer prio. One thing to note for you guys who are watching Rivals Esports for the first time, the ban system is not the same as what you have in ranked. So it's a captain's mode. They get four bans, 2 saves, which means they can, and it goes in like an alternating. In like a draft format, kind of what you would have with a MOBA like League of Legends or Dota, right? So they can save 2 heroes max and they can ban 4. But the real kicker and the really cool part of it is you don't ban for both teams. You only ban for the enemy. So, for example, let's say you ban Johnny Storm. You can still play Johnny Storm if you want. You just ban it for the other team. So it creates these really interesting like mini metas within the draft. Because it's not ranked where if you ban it, it bans for both teams. So it's super interesting. You can get some cool like draft strats off the back of it. You will often see like a 1-2. So you'll often see like a Loki save into Loki ban. So you can guarantee that for yourself and make sure they can't have it. As we get back into the game. So many ults for Envy though. Yeah. Me and Shiv are on the same page. Okay, Mag's gonna try. Mag is hard to get this pick. Oh, look at that. That's such a good positioning from the cloak to get behind that tree, knowing where the Mag was. Oh, that's a big Agamotto. That's a really big Agamotto. Oh, the Luna ult was so clutch. And then Spee over the top with a double. That's crazy work. Nah, dude, that's crazy work. Fun though, nearly stomped that with a crazy Agamotto. By the way, guys, I'm not going to full cast this right now. Probably for today, because I don't have a clean feed either, we have to hit the casters, so I'm going to let them do a lot of the legwork of casting this, and we're just going to enjoy and sit back and watch. But let me know if the volume's okay, if the volume's too loud or anything, and you can't hear me over them, please do let me know. And I'll drop it down a touch.
with the early pick. That's that neutral we were talking about. Count those down. Numbers in Genji's favor.
That's a huge pick.
This is a dangerous position. We might see a TP back here at this point. Kalu's going to drop back and try to kite away.
These are eliminations, chat, remember. There goes over the top. Oh, Bucky's going. Oh, he's got another. Oh, my God, he's going to stomp. Here we go. He's going to go crazy. Speed's going down. There's no way he goes out. This is going to be 99-99. Kalu just switched to the Strange. He's going to have to TP in as well. Has Brownie clocked it? Oh, what a Groot wall block. Stunning Groot wall block, by the way, guys. It's crazy. I'll explain that in a second. Brownie gets another pick. Window! Oh, Envy looked good. Oh, they're touching. Nah. MV take map 1. Spicy.
The reason why I think that they lost towards the end in terms of Gen G was because
that Groot wall, by the way, from window was absolutely wild. So
they really could have used him obviously to help with the portal plays. Also,
they know for a fact that when it's like 90%, they know that they're going to have to stun the Strange because they're going to have to portal on point. If they want to touch that point, they had to get a portal off because they wouldn't have got there in time. So they switch to the Strange. They window. Kalu switches to the Strange to TP on. But knowing that, the Phoenix then pushes up to try and get the stun off. But Groot, window was fucking prepped for it and put a wall in front of him to make sure that he couldn't get stunned by the Phoenix stun. Just these kind of plays are what make this game so fun to watch. So smart. And they're going to immediately TP on the high ground to get that position. Speed's clocked it. He knows. And Speed's nearly got an ult as well.
And it's very interesting that he actually is pulling the Wolverine now. Neither team able to play Invisible Woman.
Is the volume okay for you guys?
Like a lot of people think that you can sort of do. Also, Magneto can help with the bubbles, make sure that Wolverine is.
Oh, that's a cool little wall break through there, actually. I was hoping to see this map because obviously we've not seen this in Pro yet, so I was super excited to see what they were going to do.
That has been consistent all game. Take that into ladder if you are a hit scan duelist. Know that that's impactful. Up we go with the Meteor M. Does it find the bond? Gets shielded.
Crazy shield. Oh, window with the double. Nah, dude, Window's just fucking gone mental on this group. They got nothing. It's really interesting to see Spieg on this Wolverine, though. Spieg's normally, during Season 1, Spieg looked really uncomfortable on non-flyer heroes, so I'm sure they've done a lot of work on expanding the pool and making sure that they can pull off this Wolverine if they need to. And I think, by the looks of it, we're going to see a lot of this Phoenix Wolverine prio. I can't believe it's got through on both sides. That's wild work.
As well as Nero sitting on the Eternal Bond. Meanwhile, for Gen G, they only have their Eternal Bond as well, alongside their Brownie with the Ultimate and XE as well. So they can also kind of.
That's a cool little jump spot there from. Oh, just instantly taken out. Jesus. That's a nice grab from the Emma. This is just an ult done from both sides. Speed does get Snake. That's a big one, actually. The cloak ult was down as well. That's big. And I think, yeah, it looks like they're just going to let them... they're going to try and stall it out here. They're not killing the mag straight away. They're trying to stagger, and that's a really nice stagger, actually. Oh, my God, this is a really good stagger. Oh, no, the Groot walls. Oh, my God, that's such a feels bad. That's such a feels bad. What's up, Roxas?
That's crazy that they just
oh, that is awful. If you don't know what, just to explain for people who maybe don't play as much, they're just staggering the mag. So they're delaying as much time as possible because then they can't fight 6v6 until the mag dies and respawns again. So they're just delaying as much time as they can by staggering. Nice block by the mag.
shut down an ultimate with an ability like that. I can't talk about value enough right there. Cal gonna find Snake. Another early pick by Cal.
Yeah, big pick from these Phoenixes. Kaluj is going to try and nail that Luna. The Luna's hidden around the corner, so he goes, just flips it around. Yeah, Envy look really solid. Gen G just look a little bit lost. This Groot is fucking them. Like, honestly, this Groot from window is like really just cutting off these points and making it really hard for them to get in. Wait, I may have spoken too soon. Wait. Kaluj gets snaked though. Oh yeah, Kaluj is untouched. Yeah, nah. Kaluj is fucking untouched. 2-0 in points to take map 1. My goodness, Envy look really solid.
And because of his survivability, because he lived, he was able to keep Kaluj alive, and speedily as well, or speedily as well to find those picks.
In terms of how the maps work, by the way, guys, this is a best of 3. So all of these games today are BO3s, and then from tomorrow, it's going to be BO5s for the main stage. The way the maps work is game 1 is always a domination, random pick. Game 2 is then the loser's choice, so Gen G will now pick the second map, and that can be Convoy or Convergence. They can choose either one. The third map, if it goes to the third, is then the other one that isn't picked. So if they pick Convergence second, the third one is then a Convoy map picked by the loser. So that's how the map picks go. And then obviously that resets and extends on if you do BO5s and BO7s. So I'm pretty sure that every other series is a BO5 apart from the Grand Finals, which is a BO7. Yeah. So this is what we're doing today. We've got these 5 series, and this is an elimination. So 2 teams are going home out of these 4. 2 teams qualified to the main stage starting tomorrow for the BO5s. So yeah, already in elimination day 1.
Absolutely, we saw like the heavy flanks as well committed from the side of Brownie and stuff, and Cal.
I'm surprised I'm not seeing Emma against Wolf. Oh yeah, they did make a switch.
So many things going on, right? 12 players in a lobby. You notice how a lot of times the Phoenix player is getting the idol, right? That snowflake from Luna Snow to make sure.
I did wonder if we were going to see a lot of Phoenix. I was wondering about that. Obviously, we know the Wolf Phoenix is so fucking strong together. So it does make sense, especially if they're going to let Wolverine in. But there are ways to deal with Wolf at this level. You know, we talked about it in before this first game. There are plenty of ways at this high-level play to deal, and we saw Mag is also a pretty good answer, not just because you can bubble yourself and survive being kidnapped, but also the pin. So you can use the right-click to stun and pin them back away from the target if you're not the one being targeted by the wolf. Invis. We talked about Invis being a good counter. I think Phoenix actually is not bad to play into it as well from the other side, right? Just because you can stun. I think any kind of interruption on Wolverine's kind of flow and his combo is going to be really solid because they might not get the burst off in time.
Those off-angle flanks are right back in it, like you talked about early season, because another hit scan is added to the game, which really does change meta up.
And especially with the lifesteal with the Phoenix, if you let him go and you let him do what he wants, I mean, you're not going to kill him. If he gets to actually hit, so if you don't stun, and you let him do what he wants. Smart, this is Destiny. What is happening in my TikTok chat today? I really don't get what you guys are doing. So I don't know if this is like a meme or something, or this is like a trend thing. But like, it's lost on me, guys. I'll be honest. I have no idea what you're talking about.
sit here and live in the moment for 5
Hi,
seconds?
Kay. How are you?
How long could you stand still without talking on a live broadcast? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Immediate loss. I think the problem with both of us is that we're both just, you know, the ADHD.
I do like Shib and Dog. I like these two.
Absolutely. Yeah,
we have to say real quick, and one thing I want to call out, you talked about hit scan, and it made me think before I forget, speaking of ADHD,
As I said, I'll try and keep my opinions about the casters to myself.
Yeah, that kind of goes back to what we were talking about before. Is that what you're talking about with the like land nerves and stuff like that?
Yes.
Well, Cal also got picked once too, right? Remember that on that flank? And, you know, because I guess he was a little bit too far out in terms of the angle he took. But that's a good point. Yeah,
that's a good shot.
I don't know. I mean, there's so many things that can impact.
Okay, if you're here, do you know if there's like a weird trend on TikTok or something about going into people's lives and just saying random words?
Those sort of things can definitely impact you.
Or like weird cheesy phrases?
Yeah, and if you get picked in the neutral like we talked about earlier, way too much value.
I'm very confused. I don't know if I've got like a weird title on or some shit.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people are more nervous than you would think.
I don't think so.
Obviously, human nature.
But people have been very weird.
They're pro players who are just insane at the game.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people in the chat, that's why we're watching. You know, we're not watching hard bot. We're not watching hard Wolverine versus hard Groot. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing real players play on the stage that are competitive.
All right.
But also,
So game 1 goes to Envy.
emotions and stuff.
Let's see what they're going to
And it can
pick
really
for
happen losing map 1 and stuff. I've seen players in
game 2. I would imagine we're probably going to see if it's the same as what we saw in Season 1, I would imagine meta-wise, map-wise, we're probably going to see Idris Path or Clintar.
Turned his brain off for a second. He shut down in the moment. And that can 100% happen, especially since you talked
If we
about
see Idris Path, expect full Human Torch prio bans.
the official release of the game. So there's a lot of players that are here that
Especially with how good fucking Torch is.
That they're here right now because a lot of them are going to get replaced. A lot of rosters
I feel like he's kind of like
the tough business of being in esports is that you're just
I don't know if unplayable is the word, but like he's incredibly difficult to play into at this level, like unreally so. These players are just unreal. It looks like a lot of people are doing watch parties as well. A lot of people are doing watch parties. Oh my god, everyone's doing a watch party.
Kind of coming up, right? And you know, we saw with Techie XD and stuff. There's good.
Not really surprised being the first LAN.
Watching this tournament, and thinking I could be better, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him.
No, I personally love that. I think we talked about rivals like.
And there's some of the creators that got flown out to China to do it as well. Not me yet, but maybe next year.
It doesn't matter what your background is or where you came from.
We'll see.
If you've been on a team, you have any experience, you get the experience here, you push forward, you get to one of these teams, and you showcase what you can do on a live stage, and you pop off. You talk about nerves on a live stage. I go back and think to myself when I'm climbing ladder, you're on that.
I'll turn this up for you guys while they're yapping.
And you're there at the end, and you see your hand, and you're doing one of these, you know what I mean? And like you're just missing shots, and you're making bad decisions.
What is quite odd to me, and I don't know if this is just for the playoffs, but it's quite weird that they're not. Because I didn't think these two were casting this series, because usually they would put like a host in between and give the casters a break in between the games. So usually you'd have the casters separate. They can do the draft in the games and stuff, and you'd have the analyst desk and host, or you'd have the casters do the game and let these guys have a break. But it looks like they're going to do all of it, or maybe just series by series, I guess.
Taller, more handsome, probably, yeah, just like me. I mean, they could replace me with a dog. That'd be hilarious. We come back, we replace you with a ship.
No, I think they're going to take their time, Ro, to be honest. In this, in general, I think that because they're, I think more than online, there's so much more to organize and make sure is right before they get into the game. Because when you're doing online tournaments, people are at their own setups, so you've just got to get people in the right place. If their internet drops out, that's kind of on them, right? It's kind of their responsibility to have stable connections and stuff. In a venue, it's all on the organizers. So it probably takes a bit longer to get everyone organized and get everyone in the right place physically and stuff like that. So expect more downtime in between games for sure.
has been pro, has been on a big stage, has a ton of this experience, right, folks? So you got to check him out if you haven't. But what do they do to change? What does Gen G need to do to take this?
Man, it's tough. It's going to be a hard decision in the next map. I think you have to sort of obviously brush it off, right? I mean, first of all,
it depends who they're comfortable with. Like, maybe there's a little Emma Psylocke prio here, depending on the map. Because I think I saw one of them as a Psylocke player. We saw Psylocke be so fucking dominant. So if they can ban the Loki away, and maybe do like an Emma Psylocke combo, that could work really well.
Maybe we go somewhere more consistent. It'll be easier, I think, in the upcoming maps where, you know, you've played Aegis Path, you've played on some of these other maps out where you can sort of get the vibe on the streets phase and all, and it makes more sense, I think, as a game. I'm not saying domination is a bad game mode. It's sort of, I don't know, it happens so much faster.
Hi, Mads. How are you?
Strengths and weaknesses.
You doing all right?
Well, domination we've seen in Ignite that have won domination
as you can mention.
And then struggle on combo and convergence.
Yeah, we're chilling.
It's a very different
I'm very tired. I've not slept yet.
You're constantly setting up.
And it's 3 a.m. No, 4 a.m. for me now.
Consistently also giving comms about the enemy team's positioning, and that is far more frequent than something on combo and convergence where it's very
Hang on, I think someone's...
fight, retake,
Give me a sec.
fight, retake after the point has given you some time to process.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing. We'll see what Gen G does in the upcoming map. And, you know, I think we just chill out a little bit, you know? We were waiting for this next round and next map, so...
I have a question for you.
Okay.
What hero
Hi, Gun.
do you want to see that isn't maybe as popular?
Well, not by choice, son.
Today.
It's because of the
today or this week.
the land that we're covering is in China, so it's starting. It starts at 3 a.m. my time.
Well, I mean, it's the people are talking about a hero that a lot of people.
And I thought I'd have a day off, but I do not.
Before I say this,
yeah,
Jeff. Yeah, you knew it was coming.
Getting stoned and curled up in bed after fitting now is a whole shit. Were you working and stuff today?
Sure. I know that some of the other casters probably want to talk about it a little bit more.
I'm sorry you've had a shit day, love.
And we'll wait for when that kind of comes through, but just look out for Jeff. And when that
those guys on your TikTok live chat outside, yeah. Yeah, right.
When you look at these notes,
no, met someone so dedicated to a game.
And everything,
well, it's more like
current moment.
I'm not tied into Rivals for life, but like, I think we talked about it a little bit the other day, Mads, of like, from a like streamer perspective and from a content perspective, it's way easier to niche down on a game than it is to try and do variety. And I've never enjoyed variety particularly. I've been waiting for a game to like sink my teeth into a little bit. And it just so happens to be this one that I like kind of got into. It's also a really good game for me as a caster and a commentator, because one of the things I'm exceptionally good at, and I guess one of the advantages of my crazy ass ADHD brain, is that I can process information very quickly with what's happening on the screen, which means as a caster, as a play-by-play caster, I can call it out and call attention to what people are seeing very quickly and very efficiently. So it's also just a really great game for me to get into as a caster, as an esports personality as well. So it's kind of just all of it in one tapestry right now that is just exactly what I need to get to where I want to be.
Yeah, you don't want to use that cooldown, right? You don't want to use that, and that's exactly why.
Loki is such a menace.
Super impactful. Being able to teleport up, saving crystals. We saw him shut down Meteor M a few times.
Yep.
Which, you know, if you were able
honestly, I would probably.
Just massive as we get into some replays.
Why are we not seeing the drafts, dude? Oh, this is a replay. Never mind. Ignore me. Ignore me. Worked in the drywall at my sister's house. Oh, Jesus, you must be fucking shattered. Ugh. Yeah. Joint and bed. Sounds like a solid plan, man. I'm assuming you're working the rest of the week.
On the Storm, on round number 1, you know, usually I don't think a lot of teams value Storm as much as Ensure, right? Because you talked about how good he is at flyers. Meanwhile, also playing that.
I have painting to do, as in like house painting.
At least in North America, Storm.
What are you doing up at this time, by the way, Gun? Are you on your way to work?
best Storm players and Sentinels with Amazing, they don't even like Storm that much. So specifically,
because it's like 6 a.m. I guess. Or like, yeah, 5 a.m. for you.
The other regions, as we learn later on, see what their priority is. We saw Gen G played a lot of the
streaming every day for 3 days.
Oof. One, to potentially deal with speedily in the sky, but
me and you are just going to be fucked by the end of the weekend, man, for sure.
Specific heroes played, even if they're more unique.
Yeah, Bucky has been retaking, priority in these maps.
Yeah, I'm doing. So we've got today, and then from tomorrow, it's going to be. They haven't released the times, but I think it's roughly the same time. Yeah, I wish they'd have released the times here. I'll find out in the Discord, but I'm pretty sure this is also going to be like 12 hours. How many games? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Shib, is there any? You asked me the question, but what do you think? What hero are you excited to potentially
okay,
see?
So bought 4 BO5s tomorrow. Each BO5 could be like 2.5 hours. So yeah, probably like 12-hour stream each day for the next 4 days.
Which I think is more of a long shot. I would like to see Johnny Storm pick up the thing and throw him into the back line.
Which I don't mind if I've slept. Like I don't mind doing 12 hours if I've slept okay. But I'm probably not going to make it all the way on this one, chat. I'll be honest. As soon as I start to feel myself like really struggling, I'll call it and then allow myself to get a full day's rest before we come again tomorrow. So I will be streaming at this time for the next 4 days.
Play Torch to the level of like somebody like Speedery, some of these other Torch players in the entire world. I think that was
I get up at 4:30.
Oh, North American casters, and I don't want to be too critical, obviously.
Wake and bake and get ready for work. Fucking love that for you.
Fantastic players out there, but
well, the wake and bake.
Weakness, I think, for the American region was we only really have
just live off Monster for the day.
Absolutely amazing.
I wish that worked for me. I do have Monster, but mainly because I like the taste, but it does make me sleepy.
But there was a lot of good Torch players back in North America that didn't make it to the
Hi, Sully.
And that was the biggest thing. I feel
because it's the LAN. It's the Marvel Rivals LAN in China, Sully. So we're back to watch partying.
Are they going to be forcing some teams over?
We're in our watch party era.
Torch is really strong. Not everybody can play Torch to the level that you sort of hard carry on that hero. And I think that we might see some people leaving it open against certain teams. That's what we talked about when we watched North America. That a lot of the good Torch teams are now gone.
Yeah, I mean, the skill ceiling for Torch is insane, and we'll talk about that in a second as we look down. Yggdrasil Path, my personal favorite map. Love this map so much here on Convoy. Should be fun to watch. As we do see, Gen G is going to be attacking off the rip. Me personally, I like attacking initially.
Have they said what map we're on yet?
You know, your defensive line, your strategy changes once you know the max of where you need to hold that, right? You know, you may force a fight earlier, you may use a teleport.
I'd love to make blanket forts and eat shit food and rock watching a new show. Why don't you, Mads? Why don't you at least like give yourself a Sunday maybe to do that? Have a little rot day Sunday before work again on Monday.
Obviously, smurfing is terrible. Don't smurf, by the way. But
energy drink does nothing for me. Nope, me neither, Gun.
I like to go on
me neither.
Because you can sort of
I just like the taste of Monster, of White Monster. So I started drinking it again, but it does make me sleepy.
Maybe speedrun it like Otter, right?
Like sometimes it doesn't make me sleepy. Sometimes it just doesn't do anything.
I'm done making alternate accounts, Shib. I'm calling it quits here for that sort of thing.
Absolutely.
Which is a shame because there's no real alternative for us. Short of doing Class A drugs, there's not a lot of other options for us to stay awake because caffeine just doesn't work for our ADHD brains. So I wish there was a... Well, obviously ADHD meds do it, but there's only so much of that you can take.
They're going to run, we talked about how
triple duelist, so with the Wolverine and stuff.
They could.
But what do you do if you get banned out? If you swap in a player in this game, don't the other team realize that? Maybe try to ban against it?
So that's something that is, you know, there's a lot of secrecy and there's a lot of strategy, right? So maybe they have never used this in scrims, but they were confident in the past. Or
I like Dogman's double-breasted jacket. So good luck, he's rocking it.
To throw it back, you know, not like that, you know, not throwing it back like that. But when we talk about, you know, teams in North America,
I think this is going to be a straight 2-0, to be honest. Gen G looked a little bit lost in that first game.
They probably hate me. They're like typing in chat. Who's this?
I hope we get to see the draft. If they skip the draft on any of these games, I'm going to be so mad.
Awesome. Speaking of which, Guru is here from Team Solaris, and I know I'm sure Gale is watching and all of those guys, maybe Moxie. And they tried to play this triple duelist composition with the Wolverine, with Guru and stuff like that on it, and it can work. It is just somewhat very hard to do sometimes because you need to be perfect with it. It feels like
triple DPS I think is fine on attack sometimes, but it's tough on defense.
Wolverine has that iframe additional HP when getting knocked, and it does go on cooldown, but it allows you to play more aggressive.
Mr. Fandabidozi could work. I think the problem with Mr. Fandabidozi is if you're going to run a 1-3-2, it's difficult to justify running a Mr. Fandabidozi over a second tank. Because if the idea is to run Mr. Fantastic to help soak and stall, it's difficult to say why would you not just run like an Emma instead, or a Strange, or a Mag as a second tank, you know?
These guys do not sleep. So we might see them. We might see them later. They might come out. Cool. Yep, they might come out exhausted because of how much they've been working on these patch notes. They're still as they come on stage, they're like still like, okay, we need to adjust this, we need to change this. But we'll see that later. I don't know if we've fully talked about what's potentially coming up in terms of a show match. I mean, that might be a little.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Maybe there's okay. So this is something we haven't talked about yet, right?
That is definitely on the
but
I'm just curious. That's what I'm saying.
I am curious to see if they've held some stuff back from like patch notes and stuff, because quite often in these lands what they like to do is drop random surprises. So like League of Legends does it where often they'll drop a new hero. They'll use a show match to like drop a new hero. Valorant does it, right? In Valorant lands they use that visibility on the LAN to drop new stuff, new maps, new heroes, stuff like that. So I wonder if there's a little surprise in store that they've held back purposely, not because the 3.5 patch was kind of small, you know? So I wonder if they've held something big back for the last day of this LAN.
Are you sure about that?
Couldn't be more sure. I don't know about
I'll have to turn on an audiobook. I'll get dressed.
I get blamed.
Much love, Gun. I hope you have a good day at work, homie.
You're either blaming strategist or my duelist didn't get the job done. It's that simple.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm just clean at all times.
I love that, though. We play together sometimes. You don't want to, like, obviously...
They're really taking their time in between games. Holy shit. This is a big fucking... This is a lot of filler time.
What do you do? You know, like, I want to ruin the vibes.
Dude, if I was Shib and Dogman right now, I'd be like, fucking hell, guys. Get, like... We've just had to sit here and fucking vamp for like 20 minutes.
But no, we love playing together, and so I imagine do these players on stage right now after winning, you know, because winning solves everything.
Look at the smile. You know, you can just see the raw aura. Just knows that this is in their hands. This is their game to lose.
All right, let's get into game 2. Come on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have to wait and see.
Give it to us.
Kind of how things come out, and you know, man, how is it? By the way, for your first time seeing these Korean teams, what's your biggest takeaway? I'm curious on Gen G. I don't know how much you've thought about it, but in terms of Gen G and their supposed #1 seeding, now coming out having a tough game versus Envy, who are also the alleged #1 team out of North America, even though they're in the plains today.
Yeah, it's so funny to say that, but
crazy.
It does feel.
Is there like tech issues or something, or
being teams that were predicted?
Is it just this is how long it's going to take?
I'm already excited for more of this. Give me stage 2. Give me more of these events. These are so fun to be a part of.
Dude, it's a shame. It's a shame that we're only going to have.
Man, I would love to be at this LAN.
You know what I mean? I'll do it every weekend.
Gotta be so fun, wouldn't it?
Squeak out and do these and then go back home. No, but speaking of these teams, I mean, watching them play. I mean, watching their just raw accuracy, their decision-making and talent. Granted, it's tough to have that conversation after a loss here by Envy, but now we've got map advantage on their side. We may see some strategies.
Okay.
Their thought process is getting
one day, homies, one day.
So what was their strength? What was Gen G's strength in that last map? You think like they came out?
You'd be less boring to look at.
For example. Is that sure the reason?
Yeah, I mean,
I'll say that as a compliment.
Yeah, we saw that combination. I mean, it was frame perfect. There was no reaction time, and I think.
But what happened after that, right? They stopped doing. They just were not able to sync up. You think it's land nerves?
See, it may have been the utilization
as like.
Of ultimates and then only finding one KO.
How do I put this the right way?
It was funny because
it was
I don't think
Envy
even. Yeah, Envy didn't even really commit.
Like as a caster who.
That's a good point.
Yeah, they essentially just were like.
I don't usually big myself up like really at all. I'm usually like pretty reserved in my self-compliments and stuff, but damn, am I a fucking good caster. So sometimes it is quite hard to sit on the sidelines, like this.
Dude, was, I think. Yeah, he's DJing.
I love it. That is awesome.
He is doing some fan service, man. Yeah, the crowd loves it as well, I'm sure.
That's a vibe.
Everybody loves shopping.
I don't know who that player is, but he's a vibe.
That's the thing I noticed about the band phase, by the way. We were watching these pro players in their rooms, by the way. We're going into the band phase right now. I'm not sure if we want to talk about it too much, but on the opposite side, we'll see the bands when they come through. But at the current moment, it looks like Mantis, Torch, Captain America are banned for Gen G. On the
Man,
side,
show us the fucking draft, dude. What is this? What is this bullshit?
Torch, Psylocke, Mantis as well. So prioritization of those heroes, making sure that they are forced onto certain things.
Because
sure that,
I don't know what their fucking prio is now. Like, I don't know what order they've banned it in.
Psylocke and Torch banned is definitely a focus on his hero pool.
Why can't we see the... Is everyone else thinking the same thing?
Mantis came through on and Magneto.
Yeah, everyone's like, shows the fucking bans.
It's kind of interesting that, you know, the ban phase is kind of happening right now, and we're going to go into Sage. And
like, why are we just looking at the fucking players? This doesn't make sense. Why are we not in the game?
That is awesome, yeah.
It's cool to consistently know, like, oh, why didn't they make this decision if you maybe forgot what the bans might have been? But
yeah,
I am excited. They are going to be, looks like they're locking in, you know, I think we see a lock-in of Strange here, which is definitely unique. That's a Kaluge lock-in if I've ever seen one.
Yep. That was probably something that maybe Gen G
fucking ridiculous.
The Phoenix as well. So there's a lot of...
All right, well,
Gen G, rather. So we'll see kind of what...
Can't really do anything about that.
The biggest thing that
dude, every one of their mothers is watch partying this right now.
Like we said, we come in and we watch the players during the band
Holy
phase.
Hannah.
They just kind of vibe and do nothing, right? Because it's usually like one guy or two guys in charge of the band phase.
Sure.
Everybody else is kind of locked in, ready to go and play the game,
or the coach, right?
Yeah, or the coach, because you want to take off as much pressure of those players as much as possible.
Hopefully,
we saw teams like,
hopefully I won't be watch partying the whole thing by myself. Hopefully we'll get some we'll get some guests in to watch party some of the series with me over the next few days.
Getting some of that pressure, a lot of that stress off of your guys. And it's interesting that I think Luna Snow, for like across the board, has been a priority of everybody in terms of...
Yeah, Luna is insane.
Luna Snow, you already talked about Crystal right on the off angle, but the ultimate being incredibly impactful. The hit scan damage, raw damage output is not only... And healing, right? Like, it's wild. And the clap, right? If you use the clapping ability and you call that out for your team, fully commit. It is you know, penetrating through the squad. It heals everybody, keeps everybody hyper aggro.
I cannot believe they haven't shown us the ban phase again, dude.
Calling that out when you're using that ability as a Luna Snowman.
Oh.
Yeah, we will get in
okay, here we go.
As, everybody sort of,
so what the fuck were they talking about before?
Now, I might have spoiled it. Oh my goodness.
We'll run it back.
Well, yeah,
oh, but we're watching it super late?
Everybody is sort of locking in the... sorry, Envy, rather, was
okay, I see what's happened.
The first bands come through. This is the first
okay, so this is the order. Let's see what they did.
On the side of Gen G, and they protected Luna Snow.
The Mantis first ban is crazy. They must have like an OTP. We saw the Mantis Ultron player, right, from Gen G, but he must be a like Mantis specialist, because that's a wild first ban. So Human Torch Psylocke.
You're running Guardians composition. That triple res is insane. Teams are at this level of play,
and they're gonna ban the Mantis themselves.
Stat lines, and we can talk all day about how stat lines are. You know, don't worry about it. Don't trust stat lines, because
the Luna save is no surprise. The Doc Strange, the Doc Strange save is kind of interesting. I'm guessing that's just for Kaluge. But like prioing Strange over like Emma Mag is kind of interesting.
Absolutely, Kaluge trying to hide away from the lights on the bench. That's funny. Trying to keep it.
And they're gonna ban the Phoenix. They're gonna leave Wolvie open. So it looks like, honestly, at this level, they don't really care about Wolverine nearly as much as everybody else seems to.
And you know, like the prioritization of Luna Snow came through, and both Vanguards, like you said, the Doctor Strange for Team Envy protected, Magneto keeping
kind of wild.
Keeping theirs as well. Mantis, like we said, that is
the cat ban is no surprise.
It's been so strong at this event. I figured it was like,
if you have a cat player, that hero is
talking about how strong Mantis was before, but now we're actually seeing
soul destroying to play into.
Of that damage boost and stuff, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I do think it's slept on by our region. I mean, there's teams like Sentinels that run it really well. Honestly, a lot of the teams are not.
What map are we playing? Have they said what map it is?
Mantis in general is a little bit.
Yggdrasil Path. Okay, I told you it was going to be one of these two. I said it was going to be Yggdrasil Path or it was going to be Clintar. We got a Moon Knight? No way, dude. What? Okay, so Speed's going on an Ultron. Cal does have the cap as well for Envy. Let me know if the volume's okay for you guys. I'm guessing that was because the mag was banned out for this mag Emma combo. Do you know what, though? I quite like the Moon Knight idea into the Loki. It's just kind of freebie. It might just be to start with to get an ult off. And we can see the ult is already there, right? For the duo. Look, Chopper's got one as well, but it goes down. Ooh. Yeah, they're doing this triple tank with Cap. So they're doing Cap. We see this all the time. I talked about this before. On Idrisil Path, it's super common to do a triple tank really far pushed up like this. Because what happens is you stall for as long as you can, you run down the clock, and then if you lose the team fight and you get run over, the first tank to die switches to Strange so that you can get a second contest in before they get to the end point. And quite often you can full hold before they get 1 point. And we see it here, man. Look at Envy go. They are full holding them.
These players are insane. This triple hold
5 ults on the board for Envy as well. Oh my goodness. They need this. They need this combo. But then Nero's got the ult. Month has got an ult as well. This is going to be so hard to get this combo off. They're looking for the group Moon Knight combo. There we go. There's the group with the Moon Knight over the top. I don't think it's going to get anyone, though. Oh, Spee was just instantly there with the Ultron ult. And that was their big wombo combo. Brownie misses as well with the Iron Man. They're just trying to focus on Spee, but everybody else is such a problem. No one's fucking dying. That's a nice pick, though. That could be what they need. Kaluj, though. Oh, my God. He's just going to ping everybody. Oh, man. They're going to full hold him. There's 1 minute left on the clock. They haven't even had to do a second contest yet. This is still first contest. Nah, Envy look incredible. Genji look just fried. Like, Envy look complete. Genji look completely fried.
Envy looking incredible. Still going to have the portal play back if need be. And that's why they kept the Strange. Such a big brain play. This is blowing my mind.
Window has the ult. Lamp's already down. There it goes. Lunaral is ready, though, straight away. They need some picks here with this punny ult. Okay. So they've managed to get through the first contest, but watch what happens. There we go. Kaluj onto the Strange. Kaluj is going to insta-TP on so they can get a second contest in before they get to the end. There's 25 seconds left. This is an amazing hold already, but they might be able to full hold them. There's the TP reverse-sided, so it gives them some defense, gives them some protection.
Part of the first phase of the map, where we're already 10 seconds left to go. 2 professional teams, by the way, and one of them is getting potentially spawn camped. We'll see how Genji does here.
Window's got an ult as well. Loki Lamp's down. Iron Man trying to get that kill. Oh, that's a big Garut ult. But the Lamp is immediately there. The Iron Man whiffs. Oh, that's such a feels bad, dude. Brownie just absolutely fucked it. Oh, that feels so bad. Nah, it's done. It's done. They've been full held, dude. They've been absolutely full held. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Insane performance by the side of Envy, and they looked like a well-oiled.
It was potentially okay if the Iron Man ult hits.
On that round at all in this map,
but like,
just look disgusting. By the way, they are
because that was a good combo. The Groot combo into the Iron Man ult.
Could close it out.
The lamps were there, but it might not have been enough. So the only choice, really, I think, for Genji is they're gonna have to triple tank it. They're gonna have to try and do the same, but better. So they're gonna have to attempt a triple tank play. Maybe they do a 3-and-3, honestly, like triple support, triple tank.
bringing up more heroes. I like this.
Even maybe a Goats. I don't think we're going to see Goat.
To make those changes coming into such a big stage like this.
Yeah,
it's huge.
I think that is the strategy they've been running is when they're running triple,
Gator.
have Speedery running that Ultron, and they're not afraid to pull Nero out when they're going back to
They know it as well. Envy know they're in such a strong spot.
There, but everyone else has been locked on the side of Envy. They know the job's not done, and you look over here at Gen G, who they want this. They want to hold on. They've got to get real creative.
There is a world where they full hold them. Like,
with that early hold.
Guys,
Envy, wow.
And Gen G is not a bad team.
No, they're insane.
Yeah, and
yeah, and you see Gen G doing it. They're doing it. It's the only choice. Triple support, triple tank. Adam Warlock for the res, and to try and help deal with the flyers, and then they're running the Emma, Gru, Mag.
Everything we've heard behind the scenes. We'll see how things play out, but man, I would feel so demotivated right now if I was Gen G.
Dude, Speedery's damage right now is so insane. Just walking in,
he is like just smashing through them. What the fuck?
For those who maybe don't know of where the damage boost stays into effect,
oh,
using it to their advantage.
Nah, dude, it's done. It's done.
And already, Envy are
these Groot walls, man.
Chosen by Gen G. What a set of plays here from the side
I mean,
of
do you ban the Groot, honestly, against this team?
here.
Like, window on this Groot feels so ridiculous.
Nothing else to talk about here, Ship. Honestly, I mean, you have actually Rez himself.
Yeah, it's done, it's done.
They're on triple strategist. Points about to be capped, too. 1 meter left
Absolute
to go.
fucking slaughter.
No.
Nail in the
Absolute slaughter. Like, not even close, dude.
That was insane.
That might be one of the most one-sided maps we've seen, period.
I mean, that was the most flawless victory I have seen.
Wow, Envy look incredible.
I mean, we always see first point holds kind of come through later on, maybe.
Sure.
That was 5
Holy.
6 fight wins in the spawn door.
Yeah, exactly. And against a team of this caliber. I mean, you talk about how good Gen G is. You guys don't understand how strong they are of a team. Like,
yeah.
They
just got fucking dog walked.
I can't. I want to see the memes, the copy pastas after that. You know, we had like things like
absolutely fucking rolled.
My boy Speedery in the spawn door running triple.
What's up, Paul? How are you, dude?
I don't know. Maybe there's probably some creative stuff happening right now in the chat room because
the choppa dance.
The choppa dance. Yeah.
Somebody clip it.
Somebody clip it. But I mean, that was insane. The performance by Team NV to go into the next round. One more series away from going to the.
I mean, it's a really tough like.
It seems like that team.
It's really tough to play into that with a team that know what they're doing with the triple tank. Like the combination of the Groot and the Emma just sitting up front, and they just could not get the answer. Like the Moon Knight was a nice idea, but the problem was by the time they managed to actually get the combo off, there's too much of an ult economy advantage for it to work, right? Because the idea of running the Moon Knight is what you want to do is you want to build your ult before anyone else can. So using, like, spamming the fuck out of the Anks to build your ult up, and then you just drop it insta before the support ults can come up. You fucking insta drop it, and then you push forward off the back of it. But by the time they got round to it, they're like, yeah, the Groot combo was there, but they kept getting picked off just before they could pull it off. And then by the time they did, there were 5 ults available for Envy, so they could just out sustain it. Maybe a Squirrel Girl, honestly, could have gone super hard. I feel like a Squirrel could have maybe done a lot of work to like try and burst through that triple tank. And you were being spawn camped, man. It's not like you're in very much danger right there. The only problem is the Squirrel couldn't deal with the flyers, really. How are you, Hot? You doing all right?
I mean, what can you really say when a performance is that dominant? Is there even a takeaway we can have besides Envy looks damn good?
See, I think, and I'm not sure because we're still trying to learn more about these teams across.
We are going to see Envy a little bit later, depending. So Envy now go to the upper bracket, and they will play 6:30, 9:30. They're going to play the winner of the lower bracket semis. So the winner of this next series, Nova Rad, in the upper bracket final, which will be the 3rd series out of the 4 today.
I mean, it feels so good, honestly, just to like spawn camp.
No, that's a lie.
3rd
out of
specifically. That doesn't happen, chat.
5.
I don't know why I just called chat.
They're chat.
Chat.
Yeah.
Chat's there.
It hits.
It hits.
5 series.
That never happens, though, right? I don't think we've ever seen a team hold that long on triple strat. Like, they usually portal back, like we saw later
I might
on,
only do a couple, though,
that
chat.
was
I might not do all of the
strong they were
series, for
so
sure.
long, and that was probably a testament to how good they are, but also how Gen.G, just like you said,
I want to try and be fresh and ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, I think there's an argument to where you ban Strange on certain maps. I think there's an argument for banning Strange on Yggdrasil, especially when you have Kalush, right, who is that good on Strange if need be. And I do think there's an argument, and there's probably more if I can think about it, but I'm doing this off the top of my head.
The Strange ban is not a terrible idea because it does stop the second contest by... It does kind of ruin the triple tank into second contest strat. Because obviously you don't have the Strange to TP. And we did see that at the back of Season 1 towards the Grand Finals and stuff. We actually did see quite a few Strange bans to stop the last second contesting. So
you're going to get rid of the portal teleporter stuff. You're going to get rid of spawn camp or spawn blocks.
Because it means that, especially on domination as well, it means you can't have like an OT contest with the portal. And if you've got one on your side, it can be a really good, like, you know.
That'd be the dumbest thing you could probably do. I would hope so. Not to be too mean, obviously, but that would be crazy if they did that. I mean, I've done some stupid stuff as well whenever I play Doctor Strange, and because that's
so we know that this third map is going to be not third map. Sorry, because we're not going to a third map. Ignore me. Tired brain.
Why did you do that? Yeah. Why did you waste our
Tired brain. Who's so this is Rad who? Obviously we know a lot about Rad Esports. We watched a lot of Rad. They're playing Nova. I don't know anything about Nova Esports, so I don't know what they're looking at.
I love it so much. As we look here at the stat lines, once again, I mean, the entirety of the team looking fluid across the board.
These stat lines are weird. It doesn't show us the kills. It only shows the finals.
Month, obviously looking really good on the healing front. Most here.
Nice UI, but I feel like it's missing some info.
On the Groot. I love seeing Groot get back here in the meta.
Absolutely.
Like kills.
As well with no Wolverine out there.
Europe early. Oh, it's like 4:30 in the morning for me, hot right now. But the land's based in China, so what can I do? If I want to watch party it, I've got to do it.
I don't know. They didn't even ban Wolverine, right? So that wasn't even banned, and they didn't play it against Groot. Like, why are you not playing Wolverine against Triple Vanguard, Triple Strategist? Obviously, we don't want to be too mean too early on in the tournament, but that's just crazy to me that you're not
Window
playing
was a
Wolverine
monster,
Window,
dude.
who is an easy MVP, right? We saw the damage
monster on this
done
group.
him, and then also blocked in, you know, the blocking off the other side of Zune, trying to run away from him and stuff. He did so much, but regardless, it was interesting that their answers were just not good from the side of Gen.G, unfortunately. Like the fact that you play Moon Knight, I get it and stuff.
There are definite like group specialists in this tourney, so I'd be surprised if we don't see some more group prior.
They did so many things right, and I just think that it was a perfect play from them in general. Like we saw, if we go back to it, Shib, just to kind of look back at the highlights, the reason why they could never
It's nice to see the quality is a bit better as well this time around. The quality of the, as in the actual like resolution quality was really bad in Season 1, so still, obviously there's still moments like this where it's not great, but for the most part, it looks a lot better.
You know, I know I'm talking a bit too much here, Shib, but like, regardless, I think that there was just
such a nice set pings though, just couldn't finish it off.
How good Nero is. We'll talk about how good Month is. They are probably the best, one of the best Vanguard duos in North American region. People talk about how insane they are. People talk about how good Kurova and Aramori
That was a really nice pick on that Loki on the backside.
The difficult aspect is Gen.G's answers were just not good, right? We saw Xe find eliminations eventually with the entirety of his ultimate, but regardless, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to play something with damage boost. Obviously get rid of the Mantis, but maybe you can't play the Storm. Maybe you can't play those heroes.
What I might do is that we'll see how we feel, but I might just watch this next series because just to see, like, get a bit of an idea for these teams, and then I'll catch up on the other series like in my own time. And if there's a banger series that I have to watch, then I'll record that before we go live tomorrow, and I'll just sit and watch it off stream, just to make sure I give myself enough rest after the surprise of today.
We recently talked about Groot going to get a little bit of a change and buff coming up here soon, so we'll see him in the meta with a new wall as well. A lot to talk about there, but we'll get into that as the week progresses.
And there's so many things to talk about here, Shib. I mean, the fact they subbed out Fun.
Yeah,
that
is interesting, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely interesting as well, and you know, there's a lot to learn, I think.
That is something to note as well for you guys. People can be, they do have, a lot of teams have an extra person, so they can sub them in between games if they want. You know, let's say they might have like a third support specialist that they want to sub in so they can run like a triple support, you know. There's a bunch of different ways they can do it.
Why didn't they do this? Why didn't they just swap to this or whatever? Yeah. And, you know, like, sometimes, and people will be like, oh, you know, in other games, for example, people are like, oh my God, if you're not good at this composition, why are the pro players playing it? Yeah. But realistically, it's because that is what you have to do no matter what, or you lose.
It's the answer. Yeah,
and you don't have a lot of time to practice against the other teams. You only have like a week or whatever to fully prepare. Sometimes it's okay to copy. Sure. Like, I think that Gen G copying what Envy did on their attack, running over to the storm, practicing that sort of stuff, that's fine. They could just copy that, pull it on over, save a lot of that mental pressure, because in this game, more than others, it feels so hard to adapt on the fly and use that brain.
That's so true, dude.
To do, because sometimes it's okay to just copy.
Trying to find the answer when you're under pressure in this game and when you're getting stomped can be so difficult. Like, trying to keep your mental up to do that can be so tough.
It found value. It worked. You know, the Moon Knight was played there for a little bit to try to get out the door, and it wasn't as successful. The Iron Man wasn't really working. And that's no disdain towards the players, right? The players are obviously at the top of those heroes. I'm sure some people
Sorry, chat. I'm also trying to keep on top of the Discord because, like, I'm in a Discord with other people watch partying and stuff. So,
but you're right. When you get to this level of play, it's about finding the answer. I think Rivals does a good job of adding a lot of new heroes that you know, that maybe provide more answers, and you still don't necessarily have always the solution, because things are constantly changing. So it's very much a cerebral game. It's about understanding and working as a team to try to find different ways out of the door. So that was their solution. It had worked.
That's one of the reasons I think is one of the reasons I feel like roll queue would be so bad for this game.
They're still here.
Because if you like, if you do roll queue, you take away so much of that like strategy and adaptation and being able to find the answer when things are like not going your way, you know?
Yeah, we'll have the bracket up later on, and we'll see Envy later on, but that puts them one step closer towards that main stage, which they are absolutely confident. We were talking to Gator in the hotel lobby when we were eating breakfast. He's like so confident, man. I mean, obviously, everybody wants to beat Envy because of it. When they come across as
that's what I'm gonna do, chat. I'm not gonna sit and watch the whole thing. We'll watch this next series, this next BO3, and then we'll cut it off there. So it's only gonna be like a few hours.
Yeah, I think you need a level of confidence. I've always said if you're a duelist player,
that's what I'm gonna do.
You need to believe you can do it. I think if
I'm not gonna push myself too hard right now.
And if you're afraid to try to make a more risky play for some value for a pick or something, if you're consistently doing that.
So we'll watch this next BO3, and then we'll let the other 3 BO3s go for today. Especially if they're taking this long in between games to get through it. It's like,
that was the longest BO3 I think I've been a part of, just because it was
fucking dragging, isn't it?
Watch them on stage as we get set up. I believe it's going to be Kaluj. I can just like look over there real quick, just give it a little bit of a check. Yeah, Kaluj will be on the stage with
I'd love to be in LAN though.
Later, man, so we get to talk to them. And maybe even have some special guests. There's some stuff happening behind the scenes right now, and I'm just excited for it.
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, I'm curious on his take on his thought process throughout the Vanguard play, right?
Thanks him forever in between series. Yeah, it's been...
In terms of the KOs, in terms of final hits, which is, you know, it's great.
It's been dragging.
If you're able to collapse and
because that, like...
you get value out of every meteor M's or your eyes or whatever, you know.
Why don't they just go to a break and put a timer on and put some music on? They're making these two poor guys, like, have to sit and vamp for like 20 minutes every time in between games. There's only so much you can fucking talk about.
Just how dominant Envy was versus a team like Gen G who have veterans on their team. The Korean talent.
I'd love to do a lot more LANs though.
And I don't want to like talk about them too much, but man, Chip, we're gonna the main stage in a second here with Kaluj, I believe, like you said.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's toss it over there whenever they are ready to talk.
Oh, talking to Kaluj.
Talking Chip.
Hey guys, welcome back. We've got Envy taken down at Gen G 2-0.
That's Cozy.
By the one and only Kaluj. My man.
I'm assuming he's doing the more hosting duties as opposed to casting then.
How you feeling?
Feels great playing in front of a crowd again. First time on this game. It's good to see a lot of new faces. And
can you guys hear this okay? You know, as on max volume, so.
But when they go bad, I don't really like the crowd as much. So.
Well, I know you guys are an experienced team, and a lot of y'all, and this is setting history. It's the first LAN for Rivals. So
what games are you casting for on LAN?
Overall coming into this.
We got some new guys. I think they're nervous. They didn't really seem nervous on stage, but we got people that played on stage before, so it's kind of just like another day, like another match, whatever.
The more they do it, the less nervous they'll get.
I mean, I got to tell you, looking at the ban phase against Gen G, it feels like you had them figured out pretty well, and this is your first time going up against, you know, the Asia region with the bans. How did that differ, and how did that work out?
Well, Asia has like a specific style. They play Mantis more, and they like playing Torch, so...
That's why the Mantis ban. Got it. I was wondering about the Mantis ban.
People that don't know Team Envy, tell them about who is Team Envy?
Team Envy, we're best team in the world. That's all I got.
Easy, short, and sweet here from Kaluj, but there's going to be more action coming pretty soon.
Is that supposed to say something, user? Because if it's supposed to say something, that's just a bunch of weird colors to me. So that doesn't really mean anything to me, but sure. Oh, now they take the break. 10 minutes in between each one? Dude, what the fuck? This is Blade. Should we go and sit in game and do a quick play then if we got to sit here for 10 minutes? Because I don't know about you guys, but my ADHD ass is not going to be able to sit here for 10 minutes. I'm just going to put it on my other monitor so I know if I miss anything. Crazy work. I'd love to be able to show you Blade as well, but unfortunately, I do not have access yet. Well, let's not commit to a comp. We'll just do a little quickie. We'll do a little quick play in the meantime. I'm looking forward to the new season, though. Change is always nice. Right, we should probably do NA at this time, seeing as it's like 4 in the fucking morning. So let's go into NA and do some quickies instead. I wouldn't mind I don't mind vamping necessarily because there's always, you can always find little things to talk about. But like, and I like as a caster, and obviously you know this, Hot, right? As a caster or as a host, you have to be able to vamp anyway because tech issues can happen. You know, there are so many things that you might end up having to deal with. I'm not anyone's sidekick. So you do have to get used to being able to do it, but doing it, like getting into, you kind of, I feel like you get into a flow when you're vamping and like, you kind of just get into a zone where you're just like chatting away and chatting away. But if it gets broken up constantly and you're doing it for like 5 minutes, then it's done, then 5 minutes and, you know? As long as it's not like an hour. Also depends who you're doing it with too, I think. You need to be able to be with someone you can bounce off of. Alright, let's see how my Bucky's feeling. We did not have good games earlier. I was playing like shit. So hopefully we can... What's your favorite game to cast, Hot? I don't think I've asked you that. Because you do a lot of variety, which is quite unusual, I feel like. Most casters try and niche down, or at least do one niche at a time. Unless, I guess, like us, you're trying to... up and coming, I suppose. Like, I could do a bunch of different games for sure, but I definitely feel more comfortable on Rivals right now. Oh my goodness. I got a double for that one. Like, I could definitely do Valorant, Apex, CSGO probably, League. I could do Dota as well, but I would have to take a little prep time for those to like catch up on the latest because I haven't watched it for a while. Or I haven't kept up as much as I do with others. Does that make sense?
Time to hit him hard.
Whereas Rivals, I can just fucking drop in whenever I want, because obviously I know the game like the back of my hand, right?
You're halfway there. Keep going. Focus on the battle. We are undefeatable.
The Hawkeye's been trying to get me, but... Uh-oh. Oh my god, I'm alive. Oh my god, I smurfed him. I absolutely destroyed him. I'm in trouble here, though.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Oh my god, I nearly just solo tapped her. I don't like the position I'm in. Why is this fucking jump spot bollocks? I could go for him right now, but I don't want to. I don't like it. Okay, definitely don't like it.
I feel the tree's pain. We must shake it up.
Armed and dangerous.
Oh my god, she gets out. Goodness gracious.
Armed and dangerous.
We are
My mission isn't over yet.
It looks like this might be a very short game, homies. We're pushing forward.
almost there. Don't turn back now.
Ooh.
I am ready to put on a show.
Oh my god, I just... Dude, I didn't know you could cancel it like that. I just cancelled the ult. I didn't know you could do that.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint.
You could do that with Winter Soldier? Dude, that timing must have been insane. Because you hit it just as she goes up. So it knocks her back down before she goes in the invulnerability state. Bro, I didn't even know you could do that. That was insane timing. What? I want to say I did that intentionally, but... I mean, I can't lie about it.
We are undefeatable.
Just going to back out of this, because... There's no way I'm not going to get absolutely looked at.
My anger is healthy. Get that vehicle moving again.
This is risky going around this way, because they can definitely hear me. Yeah. She's going to chase me in here for sure.
Asgard needs us.
We make a good team.
Oh, I need assistance.
I'm going to go get this fucking Hawkeye.
Supply of Pronovium. You're halfway there. Keep going.
I never miss. We make a good team.
Oh, nice. My team are doing it. I feel like I'm not really doing much work here on Bucky right now, but fuck it.
Almost there.
We've got a minute until the game, guys, so we're not gonna miss anything. Don't worry. Did he just try and freeze me?
The vehicle reached a checkpoint.
So
Keep up the
rude.
momentum. Let's
He's doing this fucking crazy cheesy jump spotting.
A little help, please.
I don't want to commit. I've been holding this ult for so long, dude. No! I fucked it.
I need assistance.
Oh, nailed him, dude. That was so nice, though.
In your way.
That was so nice. Oh, no. I'm in trouble. Oh, my God, I'm in. Stay in. Stay together. No, the swallow. Okay, I'm alive.
Always glad to help, partner.
So close. This is your big chance.
Not today.
Little raccoon. Nice. We actually won that. Good shit. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. My Bucky is not the best in the world, for sure, but... That's all right, Hawk. That's all right. Yeah, we're going to watch this BO3, and then we'll probably call it for the day after that, so don't you worry. I appreciate you stopping by, though, and I hope your cast went well.
Some more unique stuff, but they want to be known as the more nonchalant team, just keeping it even and making sure they're calm, cool, and collected.
Okay, I think this is going to be a little bit of a stomp here anyway.
I like that. It's a good
I think
call out.
Rad are
I
going to
believe it
stomp
was
this a little
Moxie who
bit.
pointed out how Solo was saying that they're a team that does a lot of interesting stuff, or not, rather, that's the other team. That's Citadel Gaming.
Right. Yeah,
Wrong
that's it,
team.
yeah.
Other European rosters. See, that's the problem. North America, all this shit. No, I'm just kidding. Regardless, Rad Esports, I think they are seen as also, it's sort of like the Envy situation.
Yeah.
A team that probably should have got first place, even though Citadel is a fantastic team in their own right. I think that they have one of the best players in the world in Pokey. This team
Citadel, by the way, I believe are the new banner that Berber Patapim. They got picked up by Citadel, so if you're wondering who the fuck Citadel Gaming is, it's Berber Patapim.
Did you watch their scrim, or was that Moxie and them watching it?
I had eyes on it.
You had eyes on.
Yeah.
So he was like a macro guy, just saying a lot of different stuff for them.
He is a huge brain. His strategy, things that he is saying, I think he's the one who actually taught us both about the, when he gets to that, you can talk about the damage boost, but his one-shot setups with things like Venom, get very...
Yeah, true.
I think they like to refer to him as cerebral. He's just very, very smart and comes up with strategies that I haven't seen yet.
Yeah,
Rad looked really solid, and they came up with some really cool strats as well.
Later on, but on the opposite side, they're playing against Nova for the next step in this play-in stage, right? It's if they win this, they're not done and into the main event, but they still have one more. If one of these teams win, they will be going up against Envy later on, and we've heard that Rad and Envy are two teams that kind of go back and forth with each other. Two teams that a lot of people, when we interviewed the pro players, were saying were favorites to win the tournaments. They said Rad and Envy are those two teams, and they're both in the play-in. So yeah, that's crazy. Genji.
It's a curse, right? So it seems like everyone that was seeded to potentially be the strongest is faltering in the moments they need to until they get here with Envy. But yes, that would be a wild matchup.
I think this is going to be a bit of a 2-0 stomp, but that's only because I don't know the other team very well. So
you could talk about the players all day, but
I don't know what they're bringing to the table.
Consistent, very scary things like Panther, Venom compositions, and really coordinated plays, and they have their
we've seen no Panther prior. That's the other interesting thing, right? We did talk about it in the beginning, right? We did say that obviously it can be
we just talked about
very difficult
right? Overall,
to make Panther work at this level, but
all that stuff, and we try to watch the other scenes when we can, and we watch them now here in person. But that's a lot of Marvel Rivals content that I'm sure a lot of you know about and are super passionate about as well. Considering, hours upon hours of Ignite Stage 1 for not just our region, for EMEA. We watch like 8 hours of a game. This team Nova has so much experience and always sort of loses to OUG. It's sort of a weird situation where OUG always beats them, but people say OUG is one of the best
Chinese
team.
So
okay. That's not really
so obviously we didn't get to see any of the China the China region in season 1. So
the likes of 2DM, the Chinese cast on the site speaks a lot of English. He's super helpful as well. for learning about these teams. Team Nova, I watched one of their scrims and stuff. They're very, very strong at communicating and stuff. We saw from Bobo and stuff. We'll talk about how good Uwu is. He's one of the best.
Yeah, Uwu is apparently one of the strongest duelists out here right now.
Duelist, okay.
Awesome I'm excited.
Rad, we know very well. Kruk is a Mantis specialist, so expect some Mantis Pro out of Kruk. Melio did some crazy fucking work on Punny. Probably some Human Torch Pro as well here. Trust did some insane work on Groots.
Absolutely, I think that is going to be exciting.
They're a super strong team, Rad.
And Nova going against it. And people talk about how Ghost, I think, right, for this roster of Nova on the opposite side is a player that was huge in a pickup, right? They said that he is the reason why they are winning a lot more games. And I'm curious to see how that goes, right?
The Mantis Pro was super interesting, though.
2DM was telling us that Clem is a bit of a trash talker, right?
You love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We know Rad likes the red strat, so I wonder if they're going to lean towards a red strat here.
That guy is apparently a trash talker, and I'm curious to see. I want to see if he yells across the stage potentially. Everybody's been cordial so far. Maybe things will get.
The setup is really cool, though. I will say that the land setup is really cool.
The tournament, right? So I personally would love to see it, but I'm sure we'll see more of it as we progress, and that value, that monetary value, starts climbing in potential.
Ooh, is that burn into T'Challa right there as map 1?
Sometimes you step it up when teams start trash talking.
Is this a burn into T'Challa domination map 1? Dude, I hate this set of maps. Like, for real. I hate this set of maps.
They're a little scared of some of these more unique compositions. So I think that when it comes to things like Rad, that is maybe a weakness.
So, thank you so much for the gifty on TikTok. How you doing? I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
And that's the tough part about this playing stage is that we are in a best out of 3.
I don't enjoy domination in general, but like, yeah, the burn into T'Challa domination is, I never win on these maps. I never win.
I don't know if we saw them made those
adjustments. It has been a while. I hope you're doing well.
In fact, they got worse, right? So we'll have to kind of see what these teams do and how fast they react because, yeah, we're going to the first map, which will be Burn to T'Challa, right? Yeah. So I'm curious to see kind of how these two teams want to react on this map, right?
I don't know which point we're going to get first on Burn to T'Challa, but...
Burn to T'Challa is favorable for... actually, it depends on the map. There's some open, good flying maps as well where teams will like to break that center console, which will, bring up those giant walls for you to...
Yeah, flyers are not bad. I feel like it's not the best flyer map, though. You know, it's not like Hell's Haven or... in terms of, like, domination choices. Like, Hell's Haven is like a flyer's dream on that first point. If you're on the edge, one of Burn into T'Challa, the one where you've got the waterfall, then flyers can be really good. Nothing too bad things though. Have you been? Yeah, just super busy. So if, like, to be honest, run off my feet busy. But doing well. Doing well. Very tired right now because I've already done a full stream today. So I'm not streaming for long. I'm going to cover this series and then I'm going to go to bed. Because we are covering the tournament for the next 4 days. And it is based in China. So we are going to be up. We are going to be starting at like 3 a.m. my time. And running through the day. So.
And obviously a lot of the players are like that. There's so many intelligent players like TOURNEY, just one of the guys that we happen to talk to. And TOURNEY was mentioning how just like their team.
I'm kind of hoping that if I can stay awake for another couple of hours and then sleep until like 6 or 7 in the evening tonight, and then I can get some work done and get ready for the stream in the morning.
TOURNEY was like, not enough people do that. Yeah.
Taking some time for yourself? Nope. Absolutely not. I'm trying to, Seth. I'm trying to.
That is an art in and of itself. You obviously don't want to utilize too much alt charge negation. Like, you don't want to lose too much. But yes, that is very much a strategy, especially if you play it well. You use an alt prior to a round shift. You make the shift. You come back in, and the team's like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting that. They obviously could see it as you're heading forward.
I'm assuming they're going to do like 2 and 2. So like, because the other casters, you've got Dogman and Shib, and then the other casters are, yeah, Leg Day and Liger. I don't know Liger very well. Obviously Leg Day we do know. But I don't know Liger very well, so
charge, right? Like if you have something building and you are tracking for some reason, that's a whole nother conversation we need to have about alt tracking and understanding who needs to counter or who needs to make a play when or who's going to.
It's lovely to see you, Soph.
Cooldowns like strategists. Yeah, that's a story.
It's okay. You go sleep. It's all right. I totally understand. I know. Listen, I'm not expecting people to be here much for these games because it's not a usual time that I would stream at. I know it's very, because it's based in China, it's super awkward timing wise. I know that, so it's all good.
I'm sure we'll talk about. And you know, Chip, speaking about talking about something, predictions for this series. I love it. Who do you have, you think, between Rad
This is a 2-0 for me. I don't really know Nova, but for me this is going to be a 2-0 sweep. If I know Rad.
I haven't had eyes on this side of Nova just due to the fact that it's been impossible to find their matches. Which is a strategy, which is an advantage coming into here, right? So for sure, it is definitely interesting, and I'm excited to see what they're able to do and what kind of compositions they want to run.
Thanks, Serv, and thank you for the gift. I appreciate you very much. Thank you.
We heard about how good this Ghost guy is for the side of Nova from 2DM. This whole roster, like you said, it's hard because you either watch on Bilibili or I believe is it Dojin and stuff. There's like streaming websites in China that a lot of the games are broadcast to, and for the side of Nova and them, we haven't had
Invis Ultron.
Like so this is gonna be super fun to watch these teams. I know a lot of people on Twitter.
So probably some triple supports maybe being looked at.
To see the Chinese rosters in OUG. A lot of people talking about how good OUG is. Not enough people have talked about how good Nova is. I know the team eHome, I believe, lost to Nova earlier on. Definitely some of the best teams. People love Bobo.
Hulk, Star-Lord, that's such a weird combo of heroes to be known for.
Obviously, facially, in terms of what he plays.
Interesting that it's Flex, but it's such a weird
He's probably got a supervisor
combo
for this event, like a lot of players do because they're still super young. So
Prodigy, that's awesome. That's awesome to see.
And we're going to see more of those types.
Owen, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Welcome in.
That aren't here,
I hope you're doing well. Oh, Iron Fist. He's an Iron Fist player? Oh. Dude, a little pocket Iron Fist could go crazy, though. Like, if they decide to run, like, a triple tank, or let's say they decide to do, like, a 2.5 with a Mr. Fantastic, yo, Iron Fist could go super hard.
In and of itself, I remember trying to, for a fun example, tackle Terra, and I was just trying to.
I love the fact that it's just Mag. This guy's an OTP.
Look at this for Voxel. Sorry,
only Mag.
I told you the Mag Lord.
They've only listed him as Magneto. That's hilarious because I believe they said that Voxel he's a Mag 1 trick, right? This guy only plays Magneto. He plays some other stuff.
So don't you just ban Mag and then this guy's fucked?
Yeah,
is that not just? Does that not just make it really obvious ban?
Playing the Emma, right, running everything else for the Seam and Yexin, and he's also only listed one hero.
Wow, their tank. They have 2 tank players that are OTPs. What? Dude, that's crazy. Unless they've done it specifically to like fuck them up and say, hey, by the way, we only play Mag, but really they're like super flexible and they're doing it to like throw the coaches off and shit, or to throw everyone off and be like, no, actually, we're legit.
But that does result in you not working on your composition that you love so much, and that could be a problem. But it's anything's possible, right?
Anything's possible, yeah, for sure. And that's why
it's actually smart.
When we talk about predictions, I'm going to go with Nova, but we'll talk about that later.
Love it.
And I'm going to put something on the line for it as we get to that point. But for
Rad, he is locked.
We know these guys, right? Fate, one of the best strategists in the game, and he's a very sweet guy as well, very nice dude. Alongside a lot of these players, so he's still a young guy as well.
Jeffy, I'd love to see some Jeff. We did see, we saw Storm and Jeff, the Sharknado, not do very well. So I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Yeah, they're sort of figuring things out, especially a lot of the strategist players. So
I'd be surprised if we see a Jeff Storm.
Same thing with Harvey and some of these young guys. Level Run Cook as well, one of those guys as well who can play. Very mechanically skilled strategist.
Yeah, really good, man.
Rad Esports, they say.
Yeah, he's a crazy good Mantis.
Yeah. I mean,
in the last half of season 1, we saw him play Mantis pretty exclusively, and he was crazy.
As one of the viable options, love to see stuff like that. And you said you wanted to see it here in the tournament. This may be the match that we do. Rajaro, one of those.
Dude, Rajaro on Strange is a monster.
Are the one who pulls out Strange. It does transition pretty well in terms of just the understanding of what you need to do. In the
dude, this guy pulled off some insane Agamottos. I just like, oh my goodness.
they specialize in.
like game-winning
This is the guy,
Agamottos.
Trust me as well, that we were talking to earlier, the guy that has a lot of those ideas. He put Penny Parker as one of his heroes, obviously, because he said he would play Penny Parker potentially if they could, but a lot of times the only difficulty
I think
is
Penny could be
getting
viable. I think Penny's like in a pretty good spot, honestly, depending on the map.
A little bit better, and that's scary, right? Because the character is so good, but realistically, this game's all about ultimates. That's what we talked about. It's all about making sure you pop them at the right times and having the strong ultimates, right? Not these crappy ones like with Penny Parker, unfortunately. Thor at least maybe could even pull off more with his ultimate.
Oh, Melio.
Combo with some other
Especially
stuff.
now. I mean, the new change to Thor, for those who maybe didn't know, you actually get grounded. You're unable to use movement abilities once you've escaped from his bubble.
That's not true.
The next patch, and
That's not true.
Good point.
I do think Thor,
I don't think.
maybe, making a rise here. I know there's a lot of very passionate
I think it
fans.
only
Shout out
grounds
to all
air,
y'all.
but people can still,
Videos,
they
you crack me up. I love it.
keep
I
their
want
momentum
more.
through it.
Games, though.
So like if a Black Panther dashes through it,
Bring that up. There's definitely people that can pull it off, but,
he doesn't get stopped. He can still dash all the way through it.
Maybe we will in the future, right? Like, and that's why I'm excited.
But I haven't had a chance to test it myself because obviously I don't get early access, so we'll see.
So you just gotta, you gotta be patient. You gotta try to see what you can do.
But I'm so glad my Thor boy's got some nice buffs.
They will get something at some point.
Absolutely, and it's all about being flexible, right? Getting off something.
Thor's going to be a menace, by the way, in Season 3.5.
Different heroes whenever the ban phase comes through, because that's the most important thing from this tournament, right? Where you talk about the
No joke, this sounds dumb as fuck.
Had a new ban system, right? With
No
4 bans
joke.
that come through and 2
I
for
think
tech,
Thor
right? So
might end
the
up
system
being
is sort of
ban-worthy.
asynchronous, where it sort of-
Here's what I
the-
think
the-
is going to
the bans
happen.
happen at the same time first, and then it sort of
All of
desyncs
us
one team
Thor
protects,
players
ban,
will
then
figure it out real
then
quick
another
because
team
we know
protects
Thor
ban,
inside and
then it
out.
resyncs back up for a
And
double ban
suddenly,
again.
you're going to see a
And then it goes
massive
back and
influx
forth,
of
back and
Thor
forth, till the
games,
very end when
and
you have
Thor's
4
going to
bans
take over the
and 2
lobby,
heroes
dude.
protecting Thor.
The amount of DPS they can output, they're going to start to take over lobbies. And suddenly, like a week in, everyone's going to go, I'm not dealing with Thor anymore. That's my prediction. I think Thor is going to feel really solid. Not even because of the E change, but because of the hammer change. Not the hammer change, the awakening change. For those of you who don't know, you now get a guaranteed Thor Force when you leave the awakened state. And that is going to make him so fucking good. This hero is going to be a monster, I think.
That changes so much, and obviously Nova's ready to go, excited for the match. As we have some energy coming through. They're shouting out some Jayo in the crowd, I believe, which is a hype-up speech almost, right, in Mandarin. So
they haven't really shown us the crowd either. I'd like to see the crowd.
Well, that's going to be so much fun for these guys to play in front of the home crowd. That matters so much.
Because it doesn't sound like there's a lot of them in there.
I want to see if they banned the Jeff, by the way, first of all. I know that was something.
This is playoffs, though, so remember the main stage is tomorrow. That's why I'm, like, not going crazy today. And why I'm going to give myself a bit of time, because tomorrow's the main stage. So no matter what, we're not missing any of the series from tomorrow. We're going to be watching all of the main stage games.
The actual name of it, but I played it in an arena in Atlanta, and it was like 2,500 people for our team supporting it, and man, it felt so like that. I've never experienced something so I don't know, just good.
Dude, this downtime in between games is so long. Holy shit.
Yeah, to have so many people supporting you, cheering your name.
They're really dragging this out, and I don't know what's taking so long.
It's devastating.
Oh, but it's so much more fun.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say if you lose.
If you lose, if you lose, the crowd's quiet. And you're like, dang, everybody here that was supporting me is dead in the crowd. Regardless, when we talk about
Is this such a long, like, in-between section?
It's sort of a fun thing there, right? There's sort of villainous approach that can kind of come through.
It's that trash talk mentality.
Absolutely.
You turn it on, right? Like, you want to win now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. I played, there was a team called the Shock of San Francisco. We'll go backwards on it to make sure we can avoid some things. But this team, they had so many fans, right? They had an unbelievable amount of fans in the crowd that were cheering for them. And boy, oh boy, did it feel so good.
I hope they kind of speed this up, because this is going to slow down the day so much. So I hope they kind of speed this up throughout the event.
The fact that there's so much energy in the room. If you are the opposing team to the home crowd, man, it's got to feel so good to send them home and make sure that they are quiet. That's the best feeling.
I'll let you have a little look at chat while we're going.
A mean approach, I suppose. It maybe is a bit too much, but I think it's good to quiet down the opposing team.
I mean, it's like one of those human nature things, right? Like, it kind of drives you. It doesn't need to be more, more. It doesn't need to be deeper than that, right? It's just something that's like within you. It makes you want to win. It makes you feel like you're the underdog. Underdog stories always drive teams.
Holy cow!
Absolutely, yeah, that's very important. And I think regardless, the biggest thing, I've seen some very interesting takes as well. I know the players have their own takes. They want to be, exciting and having fun. And, I think regardless, for these guys, right, I saw a crazy interview in a different game, a different esport. I think I told you about it.
Have they even done the draft yet?
Man, I love to see, it was like a fighting game, right? And he said, I love to see the opponent's family behind them
That's crazy.
cry. He was saying it's even better when they start crying. I was like, that is the most insane thing you could possibly say about having a advantage. It's a bone to pick. It's not a bone to pick. What's it called? Save me here.
Okay, we're gonna get into the game finally.
It's
Give me a minute.
you have
Okay, here we go. Jesus.
Man, I can't think today. I'm already
Here we go.
I don't know.
It's satisfying. Yeah, there's the reason they have this.
Let's see what we let's see what they ban.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's important, I think, for a lot of these players.
Cryo on the Mantis ban.
And to compete at the highest level.
And they're gonna take the Torch out straight away. No surprise.
I see that. I think that is a driving
We've seen Torch be incredibly strong in general.
Yeah.
So I would imagine high prio on Torch bans anyway.
And we'll see the side of Human Torch getting removed.
They're gonna save the Loki. No, they're gonna ban the Loki.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll see.
That's a lot of that recently, huh? Luna Snow?
Yeah, I think Luna Snow. And that's interesting. They're already going to protect the Mantis.
I think Rad has potentially
Yeah, this is level 1 Crook. I did say that level 1 Crook is a Mantis demon, so I think we're probably going to see a red strat actually coming out.
It could force an Atom ban, or it enables that one-shot composition there for the side of Rad.
I would imagine it's going to be an Emma into either an Emma ban or into a mag ban. They're going to take the cap.
They're going to get rid of Luna and keep the cap. So
there's the mag ban. Interesting.
Yeah, both mags getting removed, and I wonder. I mean, none of these teams have. Both of the teams playing today have not practiced against each other at all. I mean,
I think
some,
it's tough in it because the cap, like,
what they're practicing and stuff. That's obviously
the cap could be a fucking menace, but you're playing into an Emma, dude. Like, Emma can just ruin your shit. Like, if the Emma peels backwards at any point and grabs you while you're trying to get out and you've burnt your cooldowns as the cap. What's up, Magma? Save you from what? What's up?
Yeah, I don't know if they've scrimmed. Honestly, I believe.
No, they haven't. There's no way. Because if you know your matchup coming up, why would you?
You have him. Yeah.
It's been weeks that we've been here in
China. Oh yeah.
Players specifically showed up before us. We came a week ago, right? Yeah. So these guys have been here.
Do you know what I'm secretly hoping, chat? This is crazy Oscopium. I'm secretly hoping that at the end of this tournament they're going to announce that, hey, by the way, we're going to change the matchmaking. We've heard you. I dropped 70 on Hella. Oh. What map are you playing on? Was it in overtime? Or do you drop 17 regulation? Alright, let's get into this, guys. Let's get into it. This is the last series I'm going to watch today. And then after this, we're going to call it. And we'll come back tomorrow for the full day. But I think this is going to be a straight 2-0.
Rad was the one to protect the Mantis, correct?
Yes.
So that is already unique in the fact
that
we've never seen that.
Idrisil Path, you mean?
Earlier, but I don't think it'd be stressed enough how.
And they didn't worry about the Luna ban.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're just like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and man, I'm curious to see how that pans out because that's sort of already different than what we've seen earlier.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Very.
It's a good Hella map as well.
With the strat line, go ahead and give me a guess. What do you think the strat line is going to be here for Rad?
For Rad, I mean, it's got to have maybe some Ultron Mantis play or something like that, like we saw earlier. That since that didn't get touched.
I mean, they're definitely going to triple. They're definitely going to triple strat with the Mantis.
Backline as well. Maybe we see
because you don't have new Mantis yet, so you don't have all the buffs because this is still being played on 3.1. So I think Mantis is tough into a dual comp. So there we go, red strat. With the Jeff? Dude, they're doing a triple red strat with Jeff? Holy Hannah. And Trust, we know Trust loves Venom as well. My Xbox and PC have been purified from Overwatch 2. Valid. We saw how good Naga was on this Star-Lord, though, so, like, don't be surprised if they take over this game. Just as I say that, they get clapped. There's the res, though. Trust gets a nice kill.
This is the best composition in the game for a reason, Chip. They res back, the pressure's back here.
We saw Rad use res comp like a fair amount, and this is one of the reasons I think they're probably taking out the game, because it is unbelievably oppressive.
In terms of just getting on the back line, setting up everybody, because you have those speed boosts from the bubble, so you sort of 3-2-1 dive, and your dive is so lethal, so quick because of the speed boost from Jeff.
Yeah, imagine a spinning Star-Lord with speed over you. You know what I mean? That's almost similar to a mag bubble where it's a little more slow, but at least has protection. This now just allows you to ensure that you're tracking and following everyone, getting that all charge.
Fate does have the ult here, but so does Uwu. So the Jeff could ult. Maybe he's a counter to the Winter, honestly, if they can time it right. I like this little top side play from Raj rather than going around the side. There we go. There's the Omni Dangerous. Gets one. Trust goes down. That's a really nice pick off in the air, though. Going over the top. Trust gets res, though. Trust gets Uwu, though. Oh, nice grab. Oh, nice grab. Psylocke just got railed. Needs to be careful. He's going down low. Oh, my God. 5 HP. Oh, my God. Nearly lived. Maybe just a reload from the supports. Oh, nice comeback from Nova, though. 70%, though. Really good percentage on the board in general. They're going to try and fight it. Melio's rezzing. But then they're just going to... Yeah, I mean, they're just staggering themselves, really, and using a big cooldown for that.
It's almost a one-fight territory, unless that teleport comes through, which, you know, obviously it will. But that is already putting you at a disadvantage. Lost an all charge and a force.
Naga does have ult. There's no support ult to counter it as well at the moment. Raj has an Emma, so that could be a really good combo. Going for the Emma into the Star-Lord. Trust is going to try and bait out some cooldowns. There we go. He's going over the top after Trust baits it out. Oh, I mean, oh my God, that's so unfortunate. Insane healing. They do retake the site, but like that Star-Lord ult did not get the value that they were hoping for, I think. Oh, they just run the fuck in afterwards. Oh my God. How does he get that kill? He just keeps stomping it forward. Yeah, look. They're going to make sure they can't TP, and look, he's going for it on the side. The Invis shield and shit is there already. Cap's going to go and try and touch to stall this out, and he's going to touch as well. He's going to hit it. No, he doesn't get it.
It was too far. 5%
oh, it was a nice try, though, from the Cap.
And, you know, unfortunately, got stuffed. And that's why, you know what, like, those spawn camps, like you said, Shib, that was so clean, so smart. Yeah, it's necessary to prevent the portal, like you mentioned, from the Doctor Strange. Now we're heading over.
That's something that, like, I feel like you don't pull off in ranked, because the coordination you need to have and the understanding you need to have to say, like, I feel like people spawn camp after fight 1, right? On domination, so you win the first fight, you get overexcited, and then you're like, let's just spawn camp them, let's push them back into their spawn. You inevitably overextend, you get fucking railed, and then you lose. But spawn camping at the end, knowing that a strange TP might be attempted, is easily the better play.
All of Rad Esports to win there, and yeah, it's nice to see them kind of pop off and speed boost, like you said, on the backline.
I feel like I saw nothing from Bobo in that. I feel like the Psylocke was so quiet from Nova.
Got off the Bucky wasn't working. But the tough part is you kind of want and need to play Bucky because he's like one of the stronger anti-dive heroes. I don't know if Star-Lord, especially without the Adam Warlock team-up, is going to do as much for Team Nova here.
Boba does have an ult, though, so there we go. Popping it straight away. Oh, my God. How does Trust get 2? What? Dude, this Venom is a monster.
And Venom just follow. Oh, nice. Okay, we did have a Jeff E there. It is going to isolate and stall. And what a big brain play. Finding that stagger.
That's actually so smart, dude. That's actually so smart. So what they do, if you guys didn't catch that, they use the Jeff ult to stagger. So they swallow one person to just keep them there, knowing the team fight's already won. And then it delays the time. So this percentage is, they gained maybe like 10-15% from that play. which is a really cool, use of the ult. Because like he's already at 30, nearly 40% of ult. Like, there's no reason not to use it to gain that extra advantage. And they have a bunch of other ults to stall out as well. Uwu's getting nothing. Oh, he does get Fate, actually. That's a big pick. Oh, wait, he gets 2. Wait, are they going to res or are they going to give it up? Crook does use the res. I can't believe Uwu got that. Melio's going to res it. Looks like they are going to go for it, actually. Crook gets a pick. Naga gets another one, though. Oh, my God. Naga just went crazy. Wow, they just full hold it. Bobo's hiding.
Relentless. It is so hard to force them back to the spawn door.
Poor Bobo, man. He's being hunted. How is he supposed to run?
Yeah, Bobo's having a really tough game on the Psylocke, honestly.
That Jeff just sends somebody after you. He says sick him, and that Psylocke goes down.
I love these utilizations of ultimates. Very different strategies, using them aggressively and defensively to stall and stack.
Jeff's nearly got another ult as well. Roger's got theirs too. We talked about this earlier. Sometimes you don't need a big play. Just using the ult in cool ways can win you games. Oh, sorry, chat. Sorry. Crazy fucking tracking there from the Psylocke, though. There goes the ult from Raj. Invis over the top. Jeff Swallow. Bobo gets a triple over the ult. That's like the ideal. He finally gets into the game, Bobo. They needed that big time. They needed that big time.
Utilizing all their cooldowns earlier, we saw how they used the soul bond, or soul bond earlier from Melio, and then also level 1 Cook popping his own ultimate to kind of win that previous fight. Now resulted in that upcoming.
I don't know why that pop-up keeps coming up, but I'm assuming if I turn my ad block off, I would just get smashed with ads. So maybe we'll watch the YouTube stream for tomorrow. Because I got YouTube Premium, so. Trust is going to look for an ult on his back. Oh my God, what a freeze. What an unreal freeze from the Luna. Wow, they're going to do this? Oh my God, they're going to do this.
Well, there we go. Not to be a negative Nancy.
Oh my goodness.
Saved for Rad Esports. They didn't even want to use anything in that previous fight, understanding they were going to maybe lose. Trying to just win with the Soul Bond. They've got the Resurrect ready to go. Nova also did commit a single ultimate in that fight, so that was actually nice and clean by the side of
This is
Nova.
big, though.
Overused, so Uwu, fantastic work to be the only one to commit ults in this upcoming fight.
Yeah, that freeze from
This is going to be an endgame fight, I think, unless they win this one just straight up. Melio's going to have the res, so Boba does drop. Doesn't get anything from it. There's Crook. Oh, what a grab from Emma! Oh my God! Shut the fuck up, Raj. Nah, dude. That Emma grab was so fucking nasty. Yeah, nah, I think this is all. Yeah, this is done, dude. Oh, Raj, you monster. You fucking monster.
He didn't go down. He was one of the first ones picked off, and because of it, Rad.
Oh my God. What's up, Riot? You fucking monster.
Yeah, I mean, that's the tough side of playing Strange, right? There's so much value in being.
I want to see that again. That fucking grab was absolutely nutty.
Yeah, like because he's so tanky, he's not going to go down first. Yeah, it's always going to be Bobo or somebody else.
Shit, dude.
And then they can't portal too.
Man, I wish I could stay and watch all of these games today, but man, we are in for some fucking incredible games over the next few days.
I believe he did well, right? Like he looked good, but you're right. I mean, it just doesn't matter. I think
they were playing weird. I think
that's such clutch timing. Because like if we watch that again, he was so close to the ground. That was so close to going off.
Very smart play, right? They weren't overcommitting. We talked about that even in the last fight.
Honestly though, like it wasn't a one-sided stomp like the first game was, but they did come back a little bit in that second. They did win like 2 back-to-back team fights.
Warlock triple res comp is the best in the game, right? Yeah, that's got to get gone, got to get out of the hero pool next ban phase for sure. You're right. So the thing is, I think there's no one to dive, right? And that's the hard part.
Well, here's the problem for Nova.
They're one of the best teams at
do you ban the Adam to just take out the res comp in its entirety? Because you've seen how much prior Rad have on the Mantis. So I kind of feel like you want to take out the Mantis instead. They could still do a semi-res comp with the Adam, but like... Dude, the Jeff? It was so good seeing a Jeff.
There's nothing to really do. It just feels like you
and see a Jeff work well.
Right? Because the Mantis got removed early, and they prioritized that. And that's the hard part as well, because like, what is Bobo supposed to dive, man? Like Bobo setting up for the cap dives.
It's also really cool to see Jeff using the ult in some really cool ways. This is something me and Luna talk about all the time, because Luna's a big Jeff player, right? And we keep saying this to people. We keep saying, listen, getting like a 5-man swallow is great, but you're not going to get that most of the time. And there are so many cool ways that you can use Jeff ult for like defense, protection. We saw it there to stall out, and to kidnap a hero, to stagger.
But maybe that's a comfort thing or something with Uwu. Regardless,
you could even use it for like invincibility frames if you need to like protect people from like a Starlord ult, for example. Because the Starlord ult will probably just kill you as the Jeff, but you could save your team by doing it. And like run the clock out on it, or you know, something like that, like a punny ult, you know. You could use the invisibility frames to save people from like an Iron Man ult or something as well. Like, there's loads of cool ways you can use Jeff.
I think that will be a very focused target ban in the future.
Probably,
but the thing is, it's like you still want to get in, guarantee you get in. So there is an argument either way. But maybe, I don't know. They just looked so clean.
I'm assuming.
I love the play off the Jeff bubbles. I love the speed boost.
So obviously we know this next one has to be Convergence or Convoy.
Which, you know, so sometimes in ladder as you're climbing and you're like, it wasn't as valuable, but in team play like this, it's very different. Or
either we see Idrisil again or Clint's Heart. I would imagine they tend to be the go-tos that people really enjoy.
Absolutely. There's a lot you could do with it for sure.
I don't know Nova, so I don't know what maps they prefer to play on.
A little bit too cookie cutter, right? And Rad is not. You mentioned that how they are definitely a team that is not cookie cutter. They do unique things, like you said, protecting the Mantis and banning it, right? So that, I mean, Nova, maybe they were a little too cookie cutter, right? We don't know obviously too much about
Hopefully,
the
it'll be a bit quicker in between these games.
The Chinese team that was in second place, that's why they're in the playing stage with Rad Esports. But I think the biggest strength of a lot of teams from the West, which I'm curious what the Asia region says, I'm curious what the Chinese region as well as the Oceania region think. The biggest strength out of a lot of the Western teams that I have seen when I watched the EMEA region, when I watched the North American region, the ban phases out of the top teams are all really good. The only team that I think was lacking in the ban phase was a team like Envy before. But I think 100 Thieves, I think they're looking a lot better now, by the way, Team Envy is in the ban phase.
I agree. I love what they were doing.
But regardless, I think...
the draft is super important, I think, in this particular iteration of the game.
That's why they're here, is because they were so good at adapting to the new Ignite format.
And we talk about how...
There's so many, like, strong heroes that you have to, like, think about. So, the ban phase is, like, make or break.
Statistics, Excel sheets essentially, but he was...
Why do you have a Christmas tree up? So this is Bruce, or to give him his full name, Keanu Bruce Treves, and started out as a Christmas tree, and I moved house, and I've got nowhere to put him. I don't have any storage to keep him in. So I decided to keep him up, and he's now a holiday tree. So we dress him up in fun outfits. He's currently, I don't know if you can see this in the camera, but he's currently in his summer get-up. So he's got a little lifeguard hat on, a little hula skirt, some flowers, and then we'll change it throughout the year. So he's now, and the wall's quite boring behind me, so I figured, fuck it, let's spice it up with a little tree. But welcome in, Connor. Hope you're doing well.
If that eye goes out, they are very focused. I know right now Strange does not have the capabilities to pressure through a strategist ultimate by himself. But
the fact that we have not got a replay of that Emma grab is disgusting from production, by the way.
So, it looked really good over there. And you look over on the other side.
How the hell have we not got a fucking Emma grab right now? Replay. That shit was foul.
Yeah, unfortunately, at points, it doesn't matter what you do statistically. It feels like it was...
Dude, yeah, Trust went crazy on this Venom.
the better compositions, right? Who kind of
Like,
won in that
is this even ban worthy? Because like, do you want to be using one of your 4 bans on a Venom? Realistically,
reasonable MVP based on everything we've heard. With trust me.
I don't know, man.
I think the only mistake, if you
I don't know.
the attack onto a 4-stack backline, like they're all grouped in that corner, tougher.
It depends what map it is, I suppose.
So did get caught by the freeze, and just the raw burst potential was wild to see. Just instantly gets KO'd.
And that's how you know it's
Is
hard,
Venom?
is that
Do we
fact
think
that
Venom's
you're relying
good
on situations like
on
that, like a
Idrisil?
freeze, a big skill shot. You need to remove. I think the pro teams, and this is what professional coaches told.
There
me,
is quite a lot of
biggest
like
thing is
open space to
cooldowns
swing
for a
through, I
reason,
think.
But also, like, if you're relying off of these crazy hard to hit shots, right? Crazy hard to hit
Yeah.
stuff, you're not going to win.
Yeah,
you need consistency. This game is like a MOBA, right? You have to think about it from a top-down perspective because it's your first person or it's a third-person shooter game, so obviously it's hard to think about it that way.
Sure.
But you do, because everything is, you want to make it as easy as possible on your players on your team, because on match day, it's the easiest to make work, right? And for these dives and stuff, all you have to do is do a 3, 2, 1 countdown from Fate with the
I
speed
think
boost
this is
from
gonna be a
Jet.
straight 2-0.
Everybody there dives in. You already know, because they practiced it, what you're using first, right? Like you talked about the Soul Bond.
Yeah.
They use that first. You
What
go
maps
some
can they
pearls, and you come
play,
in with the
actually?
Mantis Ult and stuff. It's like this constant battle of attrition.
Yeah, I think it was very smooth play. I liked what you were talking about initially. Things like Luna at this level of play, when you can bait out that freeze cooldown. That
Oh, interesting. They could do. I mean, we've not really seen Shin Shibuya at all.
In the replay, but this is a perfect time to talk about the Guardians comp. So
Oh, we got some replays. Okay.
And they are instead changing that fact. So
Yeah, this is the first point.
now at the top level play is not great into dive.
This was a bit
Struggles
stompy.
into dive, has one cooldown that you need to
Then
bait
they
in.
struggled a lot in this
In
one.
the next patch, with that removal of Guardians, I love what they're doing with Mantis, and I love what they're doing with Warlock. Warlock now is
Dude,
going to instead
new
enable,
Adam is going to
Luna
be fucking
to be able to have
absurd.
an ability that she can link with
I'm
an
telling
enemy,
you right
all the
now,
damage she deals, heals
new
her.
Adam
So
is
now
going to be
it's good into
disgusting
dive.
next season.
So we will see things potentially, it depends on what the meta
Like,
looks like in the
potential
first person,
permaban
things like
material, by the
Warlock
way.
and Luna. So that is going to completely change the way the hero is played, and being able to do that in a shooter with team ups is so cool. It's so unique, and I think it really changes the flow. And now we're going to start seeing more anti-dive potential with heroes that
Like, we're at full on like mercy
You're right.
res
There's a couple things on
level
that, I think,
of
that
shit.
you bring up
It's
that's
going to be
good,
wild.
right? If you've maybe left the game because of triple red,
Dude, show us
you
this
didn't like it
Emma
so
Slam
much,
again,
you come
man.
back,
Come on home. Yeah,
come
yeah,
on
yeah.
home. It's gone now.
We ain't
So
going anywhere. Yeah.
we are.
Show us the Emma
Emma
Slam. This shit was foul.
Changing things constantly, and that's one of those things. Is those team ups get benched, then they maybe come back later and stuff. But man,
Here we go.
I think the only
Dude,
that was a huge,
just-
that was a massive
Oh.
play in the replays. I think the
There's
huge thing
nothing
as well
better
is
as
that
an
in terms
Emma
of
player
anti-dive, the only other thing
than,
that completely passed over me
like
is the,
stopping
Iron Fist
ultimates
team
by
of Luna Snow.
choke slamming
that's
midair.
cool.
One of the only things you could do
Ugh.
against like these full dive
It's the fucking
competitions,
dream,
but,
dude.
It's tough because you have to play the Iron Fist with it. Do you have a good Iron Fist player? There's a lot that kind of goes along with it. And do you want to commit everything into playing anti-dive? Do you want to play Invisible Woman? Do you want to play Bucky? Do you want to play that Iron Fist with that Luna Snow? Because you're committing a lot
Iron
to
Fist
that,
could be
and,
super
you know,
interesting,
the,
though.
The flexibility isn't there for a lot of these players.
Sure. Sure, and it's also difficult to anticipate. Right?
How does
You have to
Iron Fist
anticipate
stack
exactly
into a
what's gonna
Venom?
run, especially on the first map like this, where we're still learning.
Because I would imagine Iron Fist is not terrible to try and like track the Venom and like keep the pressure on.
That is crazy.
That's insane. Yeah, the fact that we are going to be seeing that later on, obviously with Liger Mello later on, that will be so much fun. I think.
So I wonder if that's a good answer. Obviously, it's terrible into the Emma, so like you'd have to ban the Emma out if you're planning on running it.
I think they have a lot to change for this upcoming map in that ban phase, like you said. But man, that's
But then if you do
crazy.
that, then
You think
you
that
might
nobody
end up
would
leaving
expect
something
it.
in like a
Mantis
Loki
is gonna come
or
out first instead of
man.
Luna
There's
Snow,
so
right?
many like
So,
power
and I think
picks.
that shook them, right? And I think it just was confusing, and then it changes your ban structure.
Because
That's why
okay,
we talk
so
about
here's the
coaching
thing.
being
You
so
think about it.
impactful.
There's like 4
And if
bands,
you
right?
experience stuff like that, you add it into your bank. You
The
start
really
thinking to
strong
yourself,
power
like,
picks
okay,
that
this is what happened.
we've already
You no
seen that
longer
you got to
wanna
think
have.
about. Johnny
As you
Storm.
do that over time, you eventually
If
have
you
a
leave
comprehensive
Johnny
list of
in
what your decisions
on
should
like
be,
on
and
like a
it's gonna help
Clint
win.
or on a
And if you
Idrisil,
look
you're gonna
at
get fucked.
who are the strengths on the
Even on
opposite
Shin
team,
Shibuya,
what
really.
hero pools can they pull out, and it's
Um,
even more complex. It is
Midtown,
wild, but
they could
most
also.
of
I mean,
that
Johnny's just
then
good
you
on
look at
any
things like
fucking
Friend Zone,
convoy
Fire
map
Zone,
or any
can't
convergence
I-
map.
I
Let's be
might
real.
mind. You can't- That's just so much.
So you've got to ban out the Johnny. That's one ban gone.
Even in the banning phase,
Then you've got to
and I
think
think
about
we saw
Mag or
it.
Emma.
That's just-
Yep.
So that's
They
definitely
have
another
some
ban.
chance if you lose,
Then
right? So
maybe like a
Gen G,
Loki.
the team we saw earlier,
Yes.
sent
Or a
down
Luna,
Rocket
so that's a
Bat. We will
third
still see them
ban.
again, right? But
Yeah.
that is going to be the tournament life on the line.
then Cap. That's a fourth. Like, there's so many fucking power picks. So even once you get through the first round, right? Phoenix, Wolvie, BP. There's been no BP prior, so I don't think they give a shit about that hero. But like Phoenix, yeah, Strange.
We'll see if that impacts in the map is going to go in their favor, and we'll see if they have some sort of, you know,
Adam for the Rescom, Mantis. There's so many power picks.
Have to do now, especially in a situation like that where it looked pretty consistently one-sided. I mean, there was some good fight backs, honestly, especially map 1. Yeah. But map 2 was tough.
And I feel like this kind of goes back to a discussion that we've had before with like Star-Lord and stuff, right? Yeah. Like we saw.
Man, I hope they fix this shit of having everyone sit for 20 minutes. We're going to Idrisil Path.
We're going to see Nova pick the attack again. You said
we're going to Idrisil Path.
Playing attack first. We'll see if Rad wants to do any spawn camp strategies. We might see them probably do it, but
yeah. So I
team for Team Nova, you know, they have a lot to think about in this upcoming map, and you know, I don't know,
okay,
okay. Like
okay. I quite like this from Nova for a couple of reasons. Just from the very little information I have about them, we know they like to play Iron Fist. We know they got an Iron Fist player. So this is the kind of deep level thought, right? They might not be thinking that much, but like this could be the deeper level thought they might be thinking of. If they want to play Iron Fist and they know that if they're attacking first that they're going to want to do a triple tank strat to spawn hold them on Idrisil, you could play the Iron Fist into it to try and help deal with that. You could do like a squirrel, like out of the gate, you could do like a squirrel Iron Fist and just try and burn that triple tank early. And they might be thinking along those lines. You ban out the torch, ban out the Mantis.
Maybe that's when you start to add the Iron Fist, the Lunas. Now, when you think of the
yeah,
phase, you don't want
this could be cool. This could be cool.
So it's not coming from just me. It's also coming from the player who just won.
It's hard to break that triple tank though.
You don't think about the ban phase one hero at a time. You think about the overall picture.
What do you want your team to look like? Yeah. Or do you not want the enemy team to look like?
Exactly. That's great. So you have to think about getting rid of certain things, prioritizing certain things.
All right. Let's hope we get into the game.
Maybe focusing on yourself first and foremost, but you can't just think about what hero to pick because they're good. You have to think about why.
I'm tired, man.
In the overarching
it's nearly 6 a.m.
That, you know, maybe you want to play Bucky to play counter dive, but you need to have more heroes with it. But maybe in the current patch, anti-dive isn't very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious how that is going to change in the future. I mean, like you mentioned the Iron Fist team up being, you know, good for Luna. I do agree, anti-dive, but it's a little easier when it's a strategist that is able to give you that team up, right? So when Warlock coming in, then you just have your backlines.
Yeah.
Problem solved. At least it seems.
I don't feel like we've seen any like crazy heavy dive though.
Coming up here over the next few, actually next week, I believe. So
like the Venom obs was, you know, Venom's cool. But I don't feel like we've seen any like crazy ass like dive comps yet in the first couple of series.
You mentioned the young guys being a little more quiet, docile, still locked. Yeah, as you see that right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's Fate's a bit more of a reserve guy. I think. Like,
yeah, I'm definitely starting to feel the tiredness now, so this will be the last series for sure. So we're missing 3 of the play-in series, so as I said, if there's a killer series that I have to go back and watch,
hero shooters before or even been involved in the CNU,
I will go back and watch it before stream tomorrow.
Into it and veterans in your own right and other things, but it's definitely everybody deserves their flowers for showing up, being at this event for the first time, and because this is a big deal.
Yeah,
you know,
agreed. This
really
is where you cement yourself as a legend, right? Like if you take home this, you know, you place well in this tournament, that is etched in history, right? Like you don't want to be the team that goes home early, no matter what. You're still getting a piece of the pie, but.
Yeah, I really hope that they kind of solve this issue for tomorrow of like having the casters have to sit here and yap for 20 minutes in between each game. Especially in BO5s, dude. That means that every BO5 who goes 5 games is going to be like 4 fucking hours long.
These guys are trying to be one of those people.
I guarantee you there's so many Western fans looking at OO3 just because of the name. I mean, it's like 100% there's who are becoming fans of all of these players as well. Bobo, because
looked good too.
Oh yeah, he is a handsome man, and so is the side of.
I meant on Star-Lord, but touche.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Going down the wrong road. But I think that this team, in terms of Nova, they have.
Come on, let's get into the game. I'm ready.
Chip, we will be here until the 10th, I believe, right? So. Yeah. And we fly home, obviously, the next day, and that's going to be very sad because I'm already so excited.
Too fun. Yeah.
This is going to be over in Snap. I was telling Chip before this, I was like, these events, man, I mean, they just go over in a blink of an eye, and it's very sad because it's so much fun.
Time flies.
Yep, time flies when you're having fun, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we are, you know, it's just a whole nother level being here. I love this event. I think I think
Man, I'd love to do a LAN.
So, you know, effectively, it's such high production quality. It's blowing my mind. But as we do look again, Vaughn, that is one of the best Magnetos in the game. But we're seeing here slowly that maybe not as.
Is he? I mean, there's no way he's gonna get the mag right as an OTP. There's no way he's gonna get it.
Good all potential, but
and this is what we're talking about. No matter how mechanically skilled you are, if you're having to do stuff like that, you're already behind.
Agreed.
Because they played the Star-Lord, you know, they played the Doctor.
And that's why we're seeing less Strange. I think you need to have the ability to have somebody else swap Strange.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. So
yeah, that's a fair point.
I love playing Strange, but I do think that at this
he's
at
a
this
comfort
point,
pick kind of for people, right?
For sure. I mean, he is your standard Vanguard, right? Has a large 800, I believe, shield. I got double check. I remember again.
It's something you could do in ranked. Right?
Is there a way for me to turn the Pokemon game off?
Vanguard's like, I have to go Doctor Strange because it's the only one I'm comfortable on.
Is there a way for me to like pause it? I don't really use it very much. I don't know.
Yeah, and I would argue that things like Groot, now that they're taking a little more of a forward seat in the meta,
is that something I can do from like underneath the stream?
And not having eye with Thing, with Groot still playable, very playable heroes. It gives that all much more value. So it does bring him back. And then obviously the change recently where his Maelstrom.
Give me a second. I'm just gonna see if I can pause it because there's no point in having it on right now.
So a lot of positive changes to Strange, definitely viable. But at this level of play, they like to have the ability to teleport back.
Is it a command that I do?
There's a lot of things there that sort of
to pause it?
And I think when we watched our North American region, right, when we saw a team like Shroud X, rest in peace, what happened to them is that, you know, they put, I think, some of their players onto Star-Lord, and it looked good because it was a comfort pick, right? These guys were
Let's
so
try
good,
do it from here.
Most compositions. But when you don't play with a triple res, it does feel so much worse, right? Like, because if you go down on Star-Lord, Star-Lord's playstyle is almost built around a warlock, isn't it?
Yeah,
so I'm so curious what happens in the upcoming patch that you talked about earlier, because like half the playstyle is going in and, I mean, I hate to say it, it's going down, getting KO'd, and then coming back.
No, that's only Twitch stuff.
Well, there is the new addition. So they do have now, he will have a teleporter. So he will be able to join, but it requires Rocket on the team. So that's the other trade-off where who knows how it's going to work.
I guess not then. I guess there's no way to pause it.
Based on the feedback I saw from the streamers, it has no range limitation. So you can essentially play hyper aggro right near, place it right near
well, that's upsetty spaghetti, innit?
Go in hyper aggro, have Magneto bubble you, play like crazy, teleport out as soon as you're done. So there is going to be crazy, dude.
I'm sure there's a command, I just don't know it, right?
I'm stoked to see that.
Yeah, I mean,
and I have no idea how to find out.
Make sure to come back through when you can see our roadmap, by the way, online. Season 3.5, so that's insane, man. All the new skins and stuff, too. So many changes coming out.
Yeah, I'll leave it, chat. Sorry, I've got no idea.
I completely forgot, because I was just staring at beautiful eyes. And I completely forgot what I was going to talk about. It was something along the lines of... no, just...
You're good. Just the new team-ups in general, I think is where we left off. But, I mean, I am excited to see how the rest
Dude, this is so frustrating, actually.
The consistent patches of once a month, right? Like that is
massive respect to these two. Like the fact that they're able to the fact that they're able to yap like this is crazy work. It's very impressive, but man, they really need to kind of speed this shit up.
There is so much stuff coming into this game.
All right, I think we're getting into it. Here we go.
Like just foundational ways of playing. I just can't wait for it.
I can't either, man. I literally can't either. I think you got maybe a little bit.
So there's the Johnny ban and the Mantis, probably in a Johnny ban as well. Into a Mantis save, I would guess. Loki save.
Nova electing to ban Torch instead, which is surprising.
Cap ban.
Getting rid of the cap.
I'm guessing that's if they wanted to do a triple tank. Loki ban is super solid. And I would imagine a mag ban coming out from Rad to finish. Oh, mag save. Right. They need their OTP.
Certain maps, and in the last map in Domination,
they need their OTP.
Loki on Domination, maybe not as good because you know where he's going to go. He's always close by. But when we go to a map like Aegis Path, you can see where Trust B's coming from. And that Loki.
So the Johnny Storm bans make sense. Mantis is left in for Crook if they want it, but they might actually look towards an Ultron because I feel like an Ultron is super good on this map. If they want to do a triple support.
And shut down by Rad. On the second map on Yggdrasil's path, this choice is going to be on the side of Nova as they are attacking off the rip here. Composition.
So no triple tank play from Nova.
Oh, they are going to do the portal. I love this strategy.
Oh, this is kind of fun.
On the back end to force them forward, but unfortunately, Sutson got a great LOS.
No, they just walk on forward, right?
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird. That's a cool idea, but that's a really cool idea, but
man, that was a good rotation from the side of Rad to get away from all that backline damage. Nobody's gone down yet because
so yeah, we do see, well, we see actually both. So Crook is on the Mantis and Melio is going for the Ultron in this triple strat. And trusting Trust to put work on this Venom, on this defense. We see Venom on both sides, actually. Yexing going to try and do it on the flip side. Just Venom slapping each other. Ooh, gets taken out, though. Oh, Trust got a little bit greedy on that one.
No, a lot of a little bit, yeah. And they're running the triple again. The triple with the triple strategist with the
Lamp goes down.
The Mantis backline for the peel as well as the healing for your divers. So already here comes that.
Oh, Bubba's looking. There we go. Oh, that's such a nice timing. Oh, just immediately cancels as well. Like understands they're not going to get any further value. Raj gets a nice couple though.
To finish it up, trying to find another good retake by Rad to hold on.
And this is the tough part about being Psylocke, right? Once cooldowns are used, Bobo found one obviously on the back.
Yeah, like Bobo looked good. It looked like it was a good fight for Nova, and then they just kind of rolled over the fight, huh?
So playing objective so well is that side.
They are being held at this ramp.
Up, I think, from Rad Esports there, as they already have 2 minutes off the clock. This is looking similar to the end.
They do have a few ults to work with, but Fate could be big here on this Loki. Fate goes early though. Yes, no. Very close. Cloak and dagger drops on both sides. Oh, Raj goes down. This could be a really big push, actually. That's really nice from Clem. They get to, and Uwu's just going to try and walk over this a little bit. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. So clean.
Yeah, nice clean plays by there.
Did they TP? Yeah, Trust is into the switch to the Strange. They want another contest before this is done.
They have ultimates ready to go. Can Nova react with Ghost and that Fate of the Worlds?
Very good patience by Nova, though, in terms of overutilization. Clem, the only one popping ult in that entire.
There we go. There's the portal. Here comes the recontest. Instantly, Lunar ult goes down. Raj does have the Emerald. I would expect them to pop it very, very soon. Oh, what a slam. Dude, that's so fast. It's so fast. But Bubba does get one on the flip side. Oh my god, the Emma pings! Oh, Raj, you fucking monster! Eee, Raj, you fucking monster. Oh my god, this guy's having a fucking series. Oh my goodness. That's a really nice angle from the observers as well. Just, man, when you pull that shit off as an Emma... Dude, they're being spawn held. What is happening on Idrisil Path, dude? Do you even want to play this map after this first couple of series? If your other team's looking at this, do you even want to play this shit? Okay, they might though. Here goes Uwu. Here goes Uwu. Oh, he misses. What the fuck did Fate just do? Holy Adam Warlock. What? Okay, they do get first point. Okay, okay, okay. We have ourselves a game, homies. Jeff switch. Oh my god, I love it. They're going straight back to this res comp. With that, they're not doing the Star-Lord though, but they are doing this Jeff triple comp.
Yeah, Jeff back in the field again. The triple strategist line is there. And there is no ban on Star-Lord. They're elected to just not use it at this point. Out we go with the Feast.
Pretty good damage, but gonna kind of be for nothing, really. There's no real follow-up. Oh, Bobo. Oh, Bobo. Trust gets a double on the other side, though.
Not going to be used. I believe they will be canceled and start again. You got a minute 30 on the clock.
Well, Trust Me just found 2 on the back line. They're losing everybody, but oh my gosh, knockout.
Dude, Bobo's just gone mental.
About this guy, man. He's freaky with it.
Bobo just went mental.
Showcasing some power here on the side lock, looking very fluid. Great position, great patience. Honestly, just great connections, great
this Venom.
on those shots. Bobo
Melio gets a nice pick on Bobo, goes down. There goes the Mantis Assault as well. They're going to have to back this up. Sorry. My jaw's hurting and I don't know why. That's a big swallow. I don't think he's going to get them over the side. Wait, he threw Mello off though.
Interesting. Yeah, Fate threw Melio off.
He threw Melio. He threw the Adam off. What?
Just pure confidence. Or I have no
Did he just say, "Oh fuck it"? Worth. Hashtag worth. That's so funny, dude.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe there'll be an interview question.
Did he realize that or no?
At that point, at this point, they just need to win the fight, or that will be something talked about. And they go right back heavy, and Melio's already here. So
Nice Emerald again from Raj. Just drives everyone back a little bit. Oh, good return though. That's a really nice counter.
They are still walking, just trying to hold here from Trust Me. Ultimate advantage heavily with Nova, who are looking much better here.
Dude, Trust on this Venom is like Trust is. Oh, Naga's got a really good position. Needs some follow up though to finish. Oh, if that was maybe one less person, I think Naga gets all of those in that small corridor.
Yeah, the thing is, they're not making mistakes here on the inside angle. Until now, Clem goes down.
Oh,
too much pressure.
it's a 1v1.
Wow.
Oh my god, he goes down.
Trust me with one. Bobo gonna find Crook, but still up in numbers.
Spits out the Strange. He's just gonna keep the mag over on the backside. There goes the reses from the Adam. This is all about whether Yezin can stall this out. He has to try and stall, but I don't know if he can. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, wait, shit, they're in. There's just one by one, though, and...
Yeah, I think
damn, good hold from Rad.
So fun, so interesting out of Rad Esports there to swap over to that comp fully. I mean, give up on the Loki
super
stuff.
solid hold from Rad.
They kind of threw out the window.
Dude, like honestly, if you're playing against Rad, I would seriously consider a Venom ban. I feel like every time I turn around, this Venom is just getting a pick off and like just making these team fights so fucking hard.
Like he wants to get, you know, to the coast as fast as possible. So you're like, I just got to keep holding on to you, buddy. I'm sorry. But I got to get there to throw these guys off the map. Shows up, accidentally takes his own teammates.
I wonder if, well, I'm trying to think of like, how do you play into the Venom? Like, how do you deal with the Venom? Because like, does triple support even work into a Venom? With it like, with the consistent pressure? Maybe the triple support works because you can always have like a freeze or a sleep available. If you do like a, let's say you do like a Lunar Mantis. I don't know, Lunar Mantis Cloak or something like that. Lunar Mantis Loki. Maybe you have enough tools in the belt to peel, but I mean, the amount of work that you're having to do to peel just kind of opens up the rest of the comp, doesn't it?
When they punched back, they were taken out immediately.
See, that's the thing. Maybe we
so yeah, it looks like they're going to the trip support with the Ultron, Luna, and Cloak.
On Jeff. Maybe give him a blowhole, you know? Maybe give him a blowhole up top.
And Rad just go balls to the wall red strat, man. If you're gonna give it to them, they're gonna go balls to the wall red strat.
Jeff is, you know, it's funny to see.
Naga's never gonna say no to playing this Star-Lord.
Goes to show you, Jeff is still playable. I do think it's very difficult to find value, but running triple like this, especially with this Guardians.
Oh, Fate just kills the fucking Ultron in the air as well. Nah, guys, this is fucking done. This is done.
Looking up towards the Venom, does it collapse? No. Still chasing, gets stuck there on the edge just slightly. Good retake.
I mean, look at how far back they are. They're not even close right now.
It's just walking them on point one and setting up for the next fight.
Like Insta, they're here.
They're trying to play the
that's a tough Jeff spot.
It's a tough Jeff spot too, yeah. In the main side too. I mean, this is gonna be so hard for Nova to retake here.
Yeah, I mean, if you just spray
is Jeff looking?
Clem with a great blind down.
Trust gets another pick on the Luna though. Okay, big from Bobo. Bobo's having to like solo carry this shit. There's the res from Naga.
Wow, what a good bond from Warlock.
Here goes the Jeffy. Oh no, he's got 4 of them. Oh, and he can get him over. Oh, Fate. Oh, Fate.
Oh my goodness.
Holy shit.
Entire team sent back
He
to
is
spawn
making
and
Jeff
did
look
play.
so good.
That was crazy, man.
No, dude.
Unbelievable from
Get
Fate.
out of
Obviously,
here.
the second phase of the map now, Rad also
Yeah, oh,
giving
Rad are
ultimates
just
because
fucking...
of them being
They're
so
walking
efficient.
this, dude.
4 in the mouth, off the map.
They're walking this. Nearly 5 minutes on the clock.
How many Jeffs we will see in ladder after this tournament? Fate, what have you done to us? Fate is different. That was
Fate is solo-handedly proving that Jeff can fucking work.
I'm not quite sure how he got so many off this level play, but it was beautiful. Meteor M goes out, does not collide. Up we go with Galactic Legend and the dance, but it gets matched by another dance as Vaughn finds Fate. Vaughn doing a good job, doing a ton of damage and not missing onto Jeff, which is a difficult task. Trust me.
Nice pick up from the Mac, though.
Looking really good on his comfort pick. Make that 2 more. Vaughn is built
Nice comeback, actually. Melio does big res. And here goes Raj. Bobo going up and over behind.
They're able to avoid it though and actually take down level 1 Crick, who has to use the
Does get one ping, but I don't know if that's going to be enough.
They have no ultimates, neither does Ran.
That's kind of slept on.
Oh, good grab. I don't know if it's going to be enough to finish it off, but in the backside, Trust and Naga are working together so well. What is this movement? What? This side strafing movement from the fucking Star-Lord is crazy. Oh, man. Let me tell you something, guys. Listen, I might not be doing the rest of the games tonight, and I'm a bit upset that I can't do it, but man, are we in for a fucking crazy-ass few days. I cannot wait to see some main stage shit.
I feel like the pressure from Rad is unbelievable. And this is what I noticed as well when we watch their scrims from Nova. This team is so good at peel jobs when they need to, right? To come back, to stay alive, regroup as a unit. And, I mean, it's just so clean. It's so high level from them.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Fate does have ult ready, trust me, as well. They will see matched action.
They need to make it around this corner, but Yexin is actually making this pretty difficult. Like, they've burnt a couple of minutes off the clock. There is a world where they win this, honestly.
From the team, you'll see them be patient. Please do that in ladder. Drop back if you're
Trust has an ult. Fate has another one. Naga about to hit theirs as well. Kruk as well. That's all 4 against all 6. Nova's going to have everything ready. They use the mag to deal with the Star-Lord. They save the support ults. Oh, that's so close. There goes the cloak ult. Jeff's just trying to survive right now. He's just going to isolate and keep them back while the rest of them go down. Kruk gets a nice pick on the Ultron. Raj gets another good ultimate, but he's not going to get much off the back of it. Bobo gets Kruk, though. Dude, Nova are fighting this, and they're winning. Melio uses the res. Trust is, like, in their fucking face. Ghost goes down just before he gets the health pack. Oh my god, are they holding this? Bro.
Oh no, are they going to come back? Then yeah, level 1 Cook's going to have to swap back.
Oh my god, they might genuinely hold this, by the way.
But level 1 Cook's only a little bit too far.
This is a I'm sure it's here we go. Yexin going to try to find
dude. Guys, it might not be over. Bobo is putting in a fucking clinic on this Psylocke. Oh, rad. How did they throw this with 5 minutes on the clock?
They can't be dove upon as easily, so this change is working so well for Nova. On top of the fact, like you called, all Vaughn, Bobo, and Yexin are all problems for Rad right now.
I think Fate is going to need a game-winning eat here. Like, this is like a, here we go. He does get the both supports. Oh, Ultron clips him, though. Ultron clips him. Melio survives as well. Oh, this looks actually pretty good for Rad now. Raj gets one. Oh, this looks really good for Rad now. Oh my god, I mean, they are stalling. Somehow that Venom lives on 1 HP. Oh no, Star-Lord's gone down. Bobo's over the top as well. Oh my god, they might lose it. Oh, there's no way. The res. Bobo gets grabbed to stop the kill on the res. Everyone's back.
They've not been able to take down the problem. Nova with Bobo is
Oh, that's a nice pick.
Takes down Clem.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, that might be what they needed. Oh, my God. Oh, they nearly threw it. Oh, my goodness, they nearly threw that. Oh, my God.
Honestly, shout out to both teams. That was a beautiful play from Nova to,
crazy game, dude.
Towards the very end, make those swaps, right?
I cannot, like, yo, massive props to Nova. The fact that Nova held that for that long is crazy.
Maybe even later go back and look at it because of BO.
Did we just become best friends? Canadian Songbird, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. You have caught me at the end. I'm about to finish, so I'm so sorry. I wish I could stay and do all of the series today. We're going to do all of the series from tomorrow, so we will be watching all of the main stage. But I did a full stream earlier and then came back on to do these first couple of series, so I'm so sorry you've come towards the end, but I do really appreciate the follow. It's lovely to have you.
Who these players even are, right? When we go back and look at Nova, we talked about how hard it is to even watch these guys in the West.
Damn, 2-0 from Rad.
Right?
Looking good. Looking good.
With one of the best teams here. People talk about how good Rad is. Sure. Pretty much all the Asia region teams, whether it be China, whether it be from Korea, they
so
how good Rad Esports is right
what
now.
that means for you guys,
like you said with Envy earlier, so Nova looked really good
later on as the morning goes on. Oh, thank you, Canadian. That's very sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I obviously don't. It's 6 in the morning for me. I'm in the UK, so I did a stream during a normal stream, and I thought that the tournament was starting tomorrow, not today, so I thought I was going to have a day off. And then I looked in and realized that it's actually at 3 a.m. So I did a full stream till like 10 o'clock, had a few hours to do some work and get some food, and then jump back on for a couple of hours now. But I don't want to ruin myself because the main stage is the games that I really want to watch. So I do have the exclusive drops on, so you can definitely, I hope you pop back tomorrow. I'll be live from, we don't know the timing yet of tomorrow's games, but I'm assuming it's like 3 a.m. again. I'm assuming it's like similar time for the main stage games. So yeah. But we'll have a proper catch up. If you do pop back in, Canadian, we can have a proper like get to know you vibe. When I'm a little less tired and I'm a little more alert and a little more awake, and I can do some proper like watch party cast vibes. I definitely just wanted to see these two games because there's a couple of teams that I haven't seen before, so I kind of wanted to get a little bit of an idea. But you've got 3 more series. So now MV are going to play Rad. That's going to be a banger of a series, dude. I'm sad I'm missing these BO3s, but that's going to be a banger of a series. And then Genji and Nova. To be honest, with what we've seen, when I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to fully expect MV Rad to be the qualified teams. These two teams look pretty fucking strong right now and pretty dominant. So with with that being said, I don't know if I have any other friends that are like watch partying this right now that I can send you to. Let me have a quick look.
Right, so it's going to be a lot still going on. No team sent home just yet. Until we see that Genji.
No, the only other person I know who's watch partying is Noko. But I don't know him well enough to drop you all in there, I guess. So I will just let you be. Go and you can. I'm sorry, guys. You can go find a streamer to watch the rest of these series with. But for the rest of it, I will be here. So I appreciate you all. Thank you for joining me in this very early hours. I am going to go and get some sleep and come back tomorrow super fucking refreshed, super ready for some amazing games. Man, just from what we've seen today, I'm so fucking stoked. These main stage games are going to be insanity, and I cannot fucking wait. I cannot wait. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. Go follow my socials if you're not already. I do post a lot. I actually just posted a video with our first Q&A video where I sat down and interviewed while playing Marvel Rivals, I sat down and interviewed Knuten, who was one of the #1 DPS player in the world at one point. Is a phenomenal DPS player who was with Zero Tenacity. So if you've not seen that, go and check that out. He was super lovely. It's a super good video. I think you guys are going to enjoy it a lot. So Phoenix, I'm so sorry. I'm just about to end. I'm going to go and rest up. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I will see you tomorrow where we're going to be doing the full 12-hour shebang.